Welfare check is early this month. Looking to chill, interact, and have fun. Open up my YouTube page, and I see your melting face. And when I hear you burn, I'm the only dent on earth. This is so meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you don't work just like my legs. Fuck the stupid trolls saying that you beg. You're not the same guy you were yesterday. Here's 150 for the vest today. It's time for a silly bubble blow, or I'm gonna close the tab and go. What's your favorite type of food? And can you read my haiku? Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair.
Here's the thing. I became infamous on the internet in 2016 for accidentally beating off on camera. Now, luckily, nothing was shown. There was absolutely nothing exposed to the internet. It was just me doing my own things. I went viral for it. I just want the bust. Oh, man. Bust. Give me the monster. Bust. Wow, it's big. Bust. Oh my God, look how big he is. Oh my God. Wow. That thing is a monster. I just want the bust.
Slam.
Oh man. Bust.
Huh?
Give me the monster. Wow, it's big. Bust.
Slam.
I just want the. Give me the monster. I just want the.
Vibrant and robust.
Wow. I just want the bust. I just want the. Give me the monster. I just want the. Wow, it's big.
Where did the load go?
I just want the bust. Oh man. Bust. Give me the monster. Bust. Wow, it's big. Bust.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, guys, whoa, hey, I'm here. Hold up. DSP's got some shit going on.
To post up.
Hold on, I missed shit. I didn't even know he was streaming today.
We get 400
We're back. Hey, guys, we're here. Hello, welcome. Welcome. He's live.
That's much better than we only have 20 ads and we get through all of them in 2 hours and we have nothing to do.
What is this?
So on that day,
Oh, it's a
I'll be
fucking
reacting to
React
all
show.
the-
Holy
on
shit,
that
I did
we'll
not
actually
plan
have an
this.
episode of Feasting with Phil for the first time
I
in
forgot.
years, which will be really fun.
What did I miss?
And maybe there'll be some drinking.
Hello,
depending.
guys.
If
Welcome.
we get some contributions of certain level, perhaps I'll take a few shots, and you can pick what shot you want me to drink because I'll have multiple kinds of
Yeah, what was that
liquor
noise?
that I've
Sorry,
left
guys.
over in my house. So we'll see. We'll see what you guys want. But
I
it
guess-
should be a fun show. I feel like
I
we're
guess
gonna
we'll be
have a great
watching
time.
this.
And the best part about this.
Oh god,
is
my
that it's laid
setup is
back,
fucked
it's
up. There we
relaxing,
go.
And it's not going to be anything serious. Usually when I do a marathon, it'll be like, oh, well, we've got to rush and get this game done and do this. And it's not the case in this one. Last year when I did this marathon on Black Friday, a lot of people were critical and were like, oh, this will not happen. This will not be a big deal or whatever, right?
I did not read the schedule, no. Okay, wait,
Guess
we got. I had a whole thing
was the
planned.
best
Okay, hold
marathon I
up.
did
This
last
shit
year.
got twist turned
People
upside down,
loved it so
like
much
the
they
Fresh
wanted me to bring
Prince.
it back right
We got
away.
a special
They wanted
guest,
me to
Doodette. Hey,
bring it
Dudet.
back, like,
Hello,
now,
hello.
blah, blah. And now here we are a year later.
Hello,
So,
can you
I
hear me?
think it's gonna
Yeah,
be
hey,
great.
I
So
didn't know he was
guys
streaming.
will join me for this event this Friday on the 24th.
I guess we're
Then
doing
after that,
live.
we're
I gotta
back to
change the title and change
full
everything.
days of gameplay, React stream on
What is this,
Sunday,
just a React
and
show?
continue on. Now keep in mind, once we start wrapping up games that I'm playing
Oh,
now,
God.
the next one will be RoboCop because it was.
I don't
already
care.
released
Okay, I'll
by
rewind
Uber.
because he's talking
And
about schedule. Like I
what you
give
do
a
is
shit,
get
bro.
through kind
Yeah,
of
he's adjusting
the
on the fly.
other stuff first. Okay, so that way we can get to the meat of the show.
Oh, I gotta here
and we can
do that.
move on,
I gotta
all right.
get you
So,
sound and shit.
ladies and gentlemen,
Hold
let's
on.
talk about the schedule for the rest of the week. Let's talk about what's going on with my current playthroughs.
Here you go.
Get that out of the way, and then we'll get to the subject at hand.
Very good.
First of all, I do want to say my
Schedule.
decision is directly based on what you guys say, because I realize that my choices here on stream, in my life, anything really that
He's like a
affects
Heavy
my
Rain
content
game.
affects you. It's not just about me; it's about us, this community, and making sure
Invisible
that
mute, I
I'm not
stole it because I
creating
needed it.
an environment that's not fun to be in, right? And I feel like sadly,
Sorry for
I
the
did make
abrupt
some
start,
choices,
guys.
notably earlier this year, where that happened, and that's on me, right? So
What is he talking about?
I was very apprehensive
Oh, the
about the
okay.
possibility of
Tomato Tom.
jumping into an interview with someone else.
Yeah,
We're
Tomato
gonna talk
Tom.
a little bit about that in a second. I'm going to give you the background in a summary. I'm going to tell you what I was considering on each side of the equation and why I was so apprehensive to do the interview. And then I'm going to tell you about the feedback I got overnight, and then I'm going to tell you about my final conclusion. All right.
We already know
So-
why he doesn't want to do an
Excuse
interview.
me.
What?
Before we get to all that, which will be undoubtedly the meat of the show, let's quickly
The
get
meat.
through the other stuff. All right. First of all, I'm in the midst
Schedule.
of many playthroughs.
Yeah, don't give a fuck. Skip. I love having
So
fast
that's
forward
excellent.
juice, dude.
And moving forward, we'll try to keep Modern Warfare.
Don't give a shit.
People kind of
Skip
clammed
the
up.
schedule because
I
then
don't
this is gonna
know.
happen.
Yeah, I guess this is what happens when I skip the schedule. I fucking get my whole stream
I don't know if it
mixed
was
up
getting
here.
late or whatever, but I was a little disappointed there because again, the whole
What?
point of the game is it's a chill stream game.
Oh my god, bro.
Here on DSP
When
Gaming.
I joined the stream, he was talking about schedule. And 10 minutes ago, he was talking about
and this will
schedule.
be something completely different.
He's got a lot going
Tonight,
on.
we are going back to Starfleet. We thought this will be the next big.
Oh my god, I
Why?
don't care.
I want to see the end of
Why
the
is he
story of the
playing
game.
Starfield
I don't really care about
again?
anything else anymore. There's two entire factions that I would
What the
have done.
fuck, dude? Stop.
On
I don't
Monday,
care.
The main day, it's gonna be a major daytime stream.
Holy shit, he legit
One
talked about
stream on
schedule for
Thanksgiving, it's
15
gonna be
minutes.
The daytime stream, so we'll do the podcast. Have an episode of Feasting with.
No
Now,
way.
the next
I didn't
one
miss
is
anything.
for you guys moving forward.
No
and I appreciate that
way.
feedback, and it helps the chat stream for those contributions.
Guys,
directly
I didn't
whether it's
miss
on the stream
anything.
or
I
pop
didn't
up
miss
on
a
the stream,
thing.
Whether I highlight that as a comment on a video on demand or whatever after the fact. Okay, so there you go. Memberships, super important.
Memberships. Speaking of memberships, guys, my memberships, YouTube screwed me over. I had 2 big bills coming up and they fucked me over. So you're gonna have to wait a bit longer for the memberships to return. I swear I'm not scamming you. I'm still here.
For one, you get tons of benefits for a membership.
Okay,
Please
we
consider
didn't miss a
becoming
thing.
A member today.
We didn't miss
We are
a single
trying to
thing.
hit 500 members. We did, and then a bunch of community,
Yeah.
as they say, 'tis the season. And a lot of people around here
What?
would be
What?
expecting,
Hold
and
up.
then a bunch of memberships expired, and I was like, oh man. So if we could get back to 500 members, that would be outstanding. Either consider becoming a member today, or maybe gifting some memberships to the community, as they say, 'tis the season. And a
Tis
lot of
the
people-
season. Yeah, the Thanksgiving season. Tis the season of fucking giving. Yeah, thanks for giving me members, fuckers. Yeah, that's the tis the
people
season.
around here
I'm gonna
would
pull
be
up raw
accepting
fill so we
of
can see the
gifted membership
chat.
and would appreciate that. Okay.
I love Raw Phil. Phil Raw.
Only people can give to
Now,
DSP.
right, one
That's
final
the
way to
giving
contribute?
season. He doesn't give
Okay,
anybody
now.
anything.
We
Yeah.
got through the intro. What was that, 15 minutes?
Holy shit, we
19
didn't
minutes?
miss a thing.
All right,
We're
we
live.
got it
We're
done.
live right
Because
now.
now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the subject. This is the topic.
All right, here we go. Turkey
that
Tom.
everyone's going to want to hear. This is the part of the podcast that everyone's going to clip, all right? And everyone's going to put all over the internet. And this part of the podcast will
I'll
be
change the
discussed
title
on
real
everyone
quick.
else's
God, I'm
show but
so
mine.
like
okay?
scatterbrained
That's how
right
it
now.
works, right? The drama portion is what everyone else outside of this stream wants to hear.
Yes.
Maybe you're someone who's a regular and you don't even give a crap.
I'm a regular, I guess.
Don't-
Technically.
I
That's
don't
why he's
blame
talking
you.
about it.
Why don't I blame you? Because as you know, I'm not a guy who focuses on drama. I'm
Hey,
not a
Westside.
guy who
Hey, guys.
focuses
Hey,
on-
chat. Kevin,
on
Palm
piece of
Primus.
crap,
Dude
entertainment
Messiah. Hey, what's up?
value, Right?
Sorry, guys.
I like putting out content
I'll let him
that's
cook.
game-centered, that's chill. Even though, yes, watching me
We'll
rage
chat
or whatever
after
at a game
this.
is entertaining, maybe that's not so chill. It's still fun, right? It's in good humor. You
What,
know
X?
the kind of content that I like to put out.
Shut the fuck
and you
up.
know that I like to avoid drama.
No.
But every once in a while, I get
No.
sucked into it,
No.
and there's not much I can do about it, correct?
What?
It's going to happen. In life, you can't always avoid...
Remember, he made a promise, like last week, he made a promise, a vow to his audience that he's not gonna talk or get engaged with drama.
the drama,
And a week later, it's gone. That vow is gone.
but it all depends on how you react to it and how you handle it, right? And for a quick
Jesus.
summary of what's going on, for those who maybe haven't been around recently,
No, dude, I don't
allow
need a
me
summary.
to summarize what's
Yes.
going
Come
on, so you
on.
know why we're in this point
Summary,
today
Turkey
and
Tom
why
made a
I'm
video and
talking
then
about
he
this
said
today,
he's
why
not
I'm
going to
making a
talk
decision.
about it and then
So-
he wants to talk about it. That's it. That's the summary.
About a week ago, I don't know,
About
again,
a week
because
ago,
I haven't
week
watched
ago.
it, but a YouTube
Yeah, YouTube.
documentarian,
Oh my god.
drama video maker. I don't know exactly how you would even categorize
Just
him.
say a
Again, I never
YouTuber,
watched
you
his content
fucking cringe
before.
lord.
His name's Turkey Tom, and apparently he did a 2-hour documentary on me on his channel. Okay? Immediately when it released, Phil, did you hear it? Phil, did you see it? Phil, what do you think? Phil, what's your comment? Phil. And my answer is very simple. I have no comment because I haven't seen it.
Yes.
It's 2 hours long.
Exit out. He's seen it.
Don't
He saw it.
have time to
Look at
just
this.
drop everything I'm doing in the midst of
Shut
the
up.
busiest time of the
Shut
year
up.
for
You
me.
could have watched it while getting your shit robbed at the store, man. You could have been listening to that shit. He has YouTube Premium, remember? He can close his phone and watch it. Shut the fuck up, bro. You watch this shit.
By the way, this is the time of year when I am juggling
I
multiple
predicted he
new
watched
releases.
it day one.
Yeah, day one, he must have skimmed through it because his talking points are very similar. And I was just on That Being Said, guys. If you haven't seen it, check it out later because I'm here now. But shout out That Being Said. Thank you for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
Games, right? We got special events going on for the holidays. This is absolutely my busiest work time of the year. It's not like this was like the dead of summer and there's nothing going on and we have dead time and we could, let's just do a big ass react day to this documentary.
What?
Because there's nothing better to do.
What's he doing now? He's doing a React Sunday. Just what? Whatever. You guys
In
know.
reality, it kind of dropped at the worst possible time.
Yeah, work.
If
T-Lang.
there was an attempt to try to get me to react to it, this was the worst timing for it, right? I'm just so busy. And by the way, I'm coming off
Cat
of an
agrees
illness.
with me?
I was sick for a week.
Illness!
Now I'm
No!
back.
Shut the
Illness!
fuck up! I'm skipping. Fuck
Perhaps
you. Fuck!
sick,
No, I
so it
can't.
even just compounds the problem, makes it even worse, right? Perhaps, excuse me.
Look at this motherfucker. He wants you to still think he's sick, so he does that little. Excuse me. As you can see, I am still sick.
Perhaps
up.
if this documentary had dropped at a different time of the year, I would have reacted to it right away. I don't know.
This is
I have
bullshit.
done this in the past.
This is stupid.
Last year, I did a lot of reacting. I reacted to the Frederick Knudsen down the rabbit hole video.
Did I ask?
I reacted to the
Did I
John
ask?
You think
Howard,
I care about this
basically,
shit?
attack video about me from 2015.
Attack video?
I did a lot of introspection.
things.
Okay,
by the
I
way.
can't let that slide. The attack video is just DSP said some stupid shit, read Rambo's texts out loud, and tried to blame Rambo for why he's not on the channel anymore. And then Rambo and Howard came out and just said, hey guys, we keep getting messages from you, so this is what's really going on. And then just basically exposed DSP.
Yeah, they
But
attacked
that's
him.
an attack video for clearing the air. Okay.
About my past as a content creator, as a person. I fessed up to a lot of shortcomings.
Yeah,
mistakes,
yeah,
and
okay.
problems that
Sure
I
you did.
had. You know,
Yes,
and
yes,
I
yes.
think a lot of people
Hey, Master
appreciated
Beef.
that. To this day, I
Miserable
see
mute.
new comments and things posting up on those videos of people
Down with the sickness.
watching them and saying, wow, it's really interesting that
Wow.
Phil finally kind of did this. You know, that's cool.
That's so stupid, because if you asked him to do it, he would have said no
Anyway.
and banned you. Like before, for some reason, he just magically decided it's okay now for me to do it. 7 years later. Takes
His
7
idea now.
years. Yeah, now it's his idea, which makes it
Documentary
okay.
drops.
He'll
and
always
everyone, of
do
course,
what he
is-
says he's not going to do. You just have to give him enough time. And
Yeah,
he'll
pretty
always
much.
do it.
Green screen incoming in 10 years from now. It's going to come in and he's going to be like, look, guys, I got a green screen. Wow, you guys have been asking for this for years. And then he puts it and then nobody cares. He doesn't get any more views. And he's like, I don't understand. You guys asked for this for years. Why is
wasted
the...
money on it.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
coming to my streams asking me about it, and I have nothing to say. Like, I really have nothing to say about
So
it.
I
because
try not to pause a lot. You know, I want to keep you guys current, but
I haven't
we'll
seen
see.
it. How can you say something's good or bad, true or
We also
false,
need to be able to skip.
if you don't
though.
see
yeah, I love skip juice and I got to, you know, I'm here for the commentary, you know?
it, right?
You got to talk.
So my attitude is I'm just going to ignore it. We'll just move on. But undoubtedly, of course, what happens is over the week, people keep asking me and prodding me. Did you hear that Tom said that he feels that the helicopter job you had back in the day was because of nepotism? That your dad
that's a
was a
fact.
high-up manager at the company and he
Look
got
at this. Look at the way he frames this.
here. That
Look at
Tom
this.
said that he feels that the helicopter job you had
He didn't say he feels that. Bro, in the video, it's just a fact that your father worked there and he worked his way up the ladder, and then you all of a sudden got a higher up job because your dad was someone who was in charge of that.
had back in the day was because of nepotism.
That he
your
was
dad,
like unqualified for.
Yeah, and also he's doing this like troll voice. Oh, Phil, you just say, oh, your dad was in nepotism. He's doing the troll voice when he reads a troll like super chat.
was a high up manager at the company and he got you the job. It's the only
Yeah, pretty
reason
much he
had
did.
it.
Let his
And it's ironic
viewers know that this is a shitty opinion and it is wrong.
Yeah, it's
He needs to
wrong.
present it this way.
that you lost the job because it was a nepotism job and you still lost it, right? No, I didn't hear that. I didn't watch the documentary.
What?
It's completely false.
Oh my
It's
God.
completely ridiculously false. Not even close to the truth.
Okay, how is something he doesn't even know about? He didn't watch it. How does he know it's false? You didn't watch it. You're basing it off what people tell you.
Yeah.
But he still
And
knows
what they
it's
tell
false.
him is false.
Yeah, like what? Okay.
True,
You
but
idiots.
no, I didn't hear that because again, I'm not watching this documentary.
Okay, sure you didn't.
What do you think about the fact that he titled the documentary 10 Years of Failure?
Yeah,
Don't
that's
you
true.
Think that that's clickbait? Don't you think that that's toxic?
No,
and
I mean it's clickbait, sure, but it's accurate.
Not to
It-
DSP.
It's accurate to the fucking video. That's your whole life is failure.
yeah,
Yeah, but
I
see,
think it's clickbait.
he wrote the title like that, so like automatically DSP's like off put by
Yeah.
it. It's
Also-
automatically toxic and negative. He's not even gonna try to like think about it with like an open mind.
Yeah,
You're fucked already. in the
yeah,
beginning.
Lux and chat exactly. It's an accurate title. It just is. It just is. And I don't know if you saw when he was complaining about it the first time, Doodette, but he said if he would have wrote 10 years of decline, 10 years of like, I don't know. He said 10 years of decline was the downward
It's
climb,
different.
the downward slope
Yeah.
or whatever he said. But it's like, that's just semantics. You're arguing over fucking
Yeah.
semantics, king of fucking semantics. Like what? Who gives a
You're
shit?
saying
I did
you're
get-
saying the same thing, just like in a way that makes his ego feel a
Yeah,
little
but
bit better.
even if that were the case, 10 years of decline, like, is that really better? Is that really like, is that a win in your eyes? I don't know. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Is toxic and negative. I talked in my streams. I was playing Mario one day. And I'm
Mario?
talking about how I don't think you can accurately call it 10 years of failure because failure is a subjective judgment.
Wouldn't decline also be subjective? Because it's not subjective. He has failed. You have failed. You failed in life. You wanted to be a popular gamer YouTuber, and now you beg online and barely like games, if at all, and you're forced to beg. So what is the difference between decline and failure? Like, honestly.
Right? How do you fail? Well, fail at what? There's levels of success that you can judge. Sure, if you want to talk about viewership and money that I bring in, you could say that it's been 10 years of failure because
So what the fuck is this?
yeah.
What is this argument of semantics? Who gives a shit then? This is so
Oh.
stupid. We're gonna...
B makes a good point. If it's subjective, then how can it be wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Good
B in
catch
chat.
there.
Good catch. Great catch. Yeah. How is it factually wrong if you're saying, and you're making the argument for him now?
yeah, I'm not popular today like I was 10 years ago, 15
So you
years ago,
failed.
right? At the same time,
I think that if
I'm
you have
happier-
to, like, for your job, you have to basically fundraise money to buy, like, the next game that you're going to play. Like, you don't have that money, like,
Yeah, obviously.
put aside to be able to, like, pay for it. That's a failure.
Yeah, when
that
you're
to me is failed. Like
when
you
your
failed.
sync breaks and you don't have money as a YouTuber,
Yeah.
a supposed
But even
successful
that-
YouTuber, you don't have money to pay for it, then you're not successful.
Yeah.
Healthier, and I'm okay with who
What?
I am as a content creator.
Healthier?
And I know I'm not hurting people when I make content, and I know I'm not being toxic when I make
What
content.
about the people you
and I know
yell
that
at?
It's positive stuff, and
hurting
I love
me.
it, and my viewers love it. And
Yeah,
it's
you're hurting me,
a
dude.
community that supports
All of us in
What is
chat
wrong with
right
that?
now, you're hurting
and how
us.
can you say that someone who's operating a successful business is a failure?
Again, wouldn't successful be
It's not
subjective?
successful.
Like, you can just use, I love doing this. I love his logic, the logic arguments when he tries to appeal to your logic and your intellect and you're so smart and he's like above everybody. Because logically, with his own fucking logic, wouldn't successful YouTube channel, I am running a successful YouTube, isn't that subjective to you? Because for you, it's subjective. But let's say Mr. Beast drops from where he is to where you are. That's a huge fucking failure. Right? So wouldn't me saying, I run a successful YouTube channel, I have 2,000 subscribers, that's just subjective to me. It's successful for me, so what the fuck is his argument? I don't know. Everything is subjective, but also objective when it needs to be.
Right?
And
Maybe
his
for
smug
yours,
face.
Again,
Fuck
subjective
you.
judgments of, oh, this is a level of success you should
Nerd.
have or could have had. This is a level of viewership. If you
Yeah,
had done
Derek,
this and done this
exactly.
differently and done this differently and done this differently, you could have been huge. Fair enough. But hindsight's 2020. Back then, things were different.
What?
There was no, how do you say?
It's not.
You were
I'm
gonna-
gonna debunk. Sorry, Doodette, but I'm gonna debunk this real quick. Hindsight is 2020. My ass, bro. You have an opportunity right now. Literally right now. This argument falls apart. It falls apart because right now, when the documentary aired, it went up right before he started streaming. He could have. That's an opportunity. Live opportunity. Not hindsight. Not 10 years ago. Not 15 years ago. It happened live as he was like gonna stream. So the opportunity was there. Guys, impromptu, I'm gonna react to it. That would have brought more attention, potentially more money, more viewers, more people to laugh at him. That would have brought more eyes on him, pretty much. That's an opportunity he had live, but he didn't take it. So what the fuck is this thing about hindsight? It's like, no, we just saw an example of it now. We're seeing it right now.
Blueprint of how to be a YouTuber. There was no even
Oh,
history
boy.
of successful YouTubers at
Hey,
that
Wilson.
point to see what they did to be successful. I was there at the beginning, right? So there was no track record of this is what you do to win. This is what you do to
In
grow.
the
This is what you do.
beginning.
And over the years, I did make mistakes. I made
What?
missteps. I've already admitted to them many times. Again, we were
No,
watching
you
the
haven't.
Frederick Knudsen documentary. And me
Sorry?
watching that documentary opened my eyes to a lot of things about how badly I reacted to certain things that completely blew up in my face and stuff like that. You know, again, I don't know to what extent Tom talks about this stuff in his documentary because I didn't have 2 hours to watch it, right? We didn't do a live react to it. Anyway, so yeah, I issue the title of the
Liar.
documentary. I feel it's clickbait. I feel it's misrepresentative.
Wait.
If you wanted to call it 10 years.
You can't
What?
say all
Live
these
react
things.
to it. Anyway, so yeah,
What did
I
he say?
issue the title of the documentary. I feel it's clickbait. I feel it's misrepresentative. If you wanted to call it 10 years of decline, 10 years of,
Is that
you know,
better?
I don't know, on the downward slope.
On the downward slope. Is that better? Like, who the fuck would... Anyways.
But that's not as enticing as 10
Yeah,
years of
it's like-
failure. It
yeah.
needs to be a video that people click on and want to watch.
Nobody
Hello?
says downward slope, so like, why would I put that in a clickbait title of the video?
That makes
It's
sense.
fucking dumb.
Failure subjective. You
So
can
what? Okay, whatever.
judge
You
something
guys
as
got it. We're
failure.
moving on.
I don't think anything I've done
You guys
is
get
a
it.
big failure. I'm still here.
You're smart.
I'm still enjoying content. I'm still making a living. How is that failure? And by the way, I'm happier today than I've ever been. How
That
is
doesn't matter.
failure,
That
right?
doesn't matter.
Anyway. So I said these kind of things over the last week as people kind of asked me questions about the documentary during my streams. And again, I'm just answering on the fly off the cuff during my streams. I haven't seen
Okay.
this thing. Okay? So apparently a few days
You
ago.
know what? Maybe
Tricky Tom-
if enough people are asking you about it and messaging you and talking about it and asking you, maybe you should watch it so that you
Yeah.
have a response to give back to them instead of, I don't know, I think it's bad, I haven't seen it yet. Like, hello?
you
Get
know
ahead
what-
of the curve.
Yeah. You know what any other streamer would do? Like example, what I just did today. I didn't know he was streaming, right? He starts streaming. I'm like, oh fuck, let's change. Guys, we're gonna do this instead. We're gonna pivot, we're gonna do this. I hope I can still entertain you and we're gonna do this.
You
That's
can't
what a
do that.
normal fucking person would do.
You can't do that.
That's it. Why didn't he just watch it?
I guess respond.
And then also he's responding to what people are claiming that Turkey Tom said in a video. So why is he responding at all? If like, because that's
he's not even
because at that
not even
point
responding.
he was saying, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but at that point he was saying, I'm making a vow to never talk about drama. I don't want that. So if that's the case, why the fuck are you even talking about it?
And
You
and
guys know,
basically
whatever.
said,
He's talking about it to
well,
tell you
okay.
that he's not going to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
exactly. This is like when I don't care. I don't even care. And then there's a 30-minute Snort Hogan video about the thing he doesn't care about.
I guess responded again.
I love those.
And basically said,
So Turkey Tom responded.
okay. Basically what happened was,
Okay, this is so fucking cringe. Just play the response. There's a video. I watched it like 2 days ago. There's a response. Just fucking play it and react to it. What is wrong with you?
I guess
He
Tom,
needs
you
to
actually
control
watched
the,
it?
Yeah, he needs to control the narrative. That's why he doesn't
Tom
want
had
to.
said,
Oh, so you
on
can
his
call it
content
out
that he
if he
wanted
says anything like
Well, just
if
look
he
at this.
inflates it.
Look how
I
special.
know that he's gonna.
But look how special this is.
what happened was, I guess Tom had said,
He's saying, I guess, Tom. He's trying to like recollect. He's
Yeah.
like, why would you respond in this way? I'm going to respond based on my memory of a thing that I claim I didn't see, but I did see, but I don't really remember. Like, why? Why would you do it that way? Other
Because
than
if
to control
anybody-
the cult. Because then anything he doesn't say correctly or doesn't represent in the correct way, he has that shield of, well, I was going off my memory.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Dude, like, fuck you, dude.
on his content that he wanted to talk to me, like he wanted to do an interview.
Come
because he was
on.
fascinated now with some of my responses. And he
Yeah,
wanted to,
retconning
talk to me,
live.
do like a one-on-one deal. And I said, well, I'm not a hard guy to find. There's many ways you could contact me, right? You could email me, you could DM me on Twitter /X, whatever you want to call it, among other ways. But
This is so cringe too, because he's implying the way he says this, it's as if they had a conversation. If you didn't know that it was a video that Turkey Tom made, you would think they had a conversation and DSP said, well, I'm an easy guy to reach. No, people like tipped Phil and said, Turkey Tom made a video response. And then Phil said, well, you know, he talked in a roundabout way for half an hour, saying how, well, if Tom wants to reach out, you know, he can like message me, he can like email me in a roundabout way, the DSP way. You guys are familiar.
Yeah.
So that's all this is. But the way he says it now, it's as if they had a conversation.
public ways to contact me. It's all over my YouTube page and everything. This is how
And
you do it.
also, DSP is the small guy. Turkey Tom is the big guy. DSP, instead of seizing the opportunity, reaching out to Turkey Tom and saying, hey, you got some things wrong. There's some things I want to talk to you about. No, he's not going to do that. I'm just going to sit here, do nothing. You have to reach out to me. That's the thing he's doing.
So
And it's so
Turkey Tom
easy
did
to
DM
reach
me on
out to
Twitter,
him. You
and we've
can
had a back
email
and forth
him, you
over the
can
course of
DM
the last
him.
week or
That's
so.
it.
Okay. And essentially the discussion is this. I don't think he's gonna have a problem with me talking about this publicly because it's very common conversation. There's no private info here.
Maybe you should ask
basically,
first.
he first responded and said, so I want to have a conversation with you, but I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about the mobile game drama. I
Yeah,
want to
that's
talk
in the
about
video.
the LOL Cow podcast.
That's in the
and
video.
Keemstar. I want to talk
exactly.
about your
That dude's
Nathan-
involved with the podcast.
He's a content creator. I want to talk about your community. I want to talk about the drama around you. I want to talk about all this stuff.
Yeah, that stuff's in the video.
So we had a conversation, and after going back and forth many
so now we had a
times about
conversation.
this, essentially, okay? The way that we narrowed it down was this. I said, first of all,
Thus.
I'm not going on any podcast. I'm not going on anything related to Keemstar. Everyone kind of knows my opinion on this guy at this point. I want nothing to do with this guy. at
He's
all,
afraid.
all right?
Someone in,
So if you want to
someone in
talk, it'll
chat,
be a one-on-one
Nathan said that now he's making it available for him to do like Twitter and
Hey, yo, Scan.
email, but when Keemstar was trying to reach out to him,
Yeah.
he wouldn't answer DMs.
Well, you see, he's changed, okay? Get debunked. He's changed and he learned from that experience and now he'll allow it.
conversation, that's fine. What would you want
Yeah.
to do? And essentially, he's like, yeah, it would be like a one-on-one conversation, not a live stream. It would be like a show we do, a live video or whatever.
Oh, it's not live? Who gives a fuck?
Well, not live video, excuse me, an on-demand video offline that you would then
Yeah,
upload after the fact.
Turkey Tom told him it's going to be an on-demand video uploaded after the fact. That's what he said.
And I basically told him, I said, listen, if you're looking
Listen.
for me to essentially rediscuss all the drama stuff that I've already discussed on my content in the freaking Side Scrollers podcast earlier this year, you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm done with that stuff. That was the whole point of me doing that Side Scroller show, is to get it out of the way. I've talked about it now. It's over. If you want my answers, you have them. I'm not going to change my answers because that's the truth. So
Maybe
either
you
you watch
should.
that or you don't believe me or
Yeah,
not. Doesn't
honestly, you should change the answers, man. Some of those answers
them
are
are-
pretty bad.
matter. There's no point in re-asking me the same questions. You'll get the same answers 100 times.
Mm-mm,
Okay?
no,
So,
hey, if you ask him the same question, he's not going to answer the same
basically
way.
I said,
He's notorious for doing the opposite.
you know, if you want to talk about me, my content, my history as a YouTuber,
Why?
right, stuff like that,
Who gives
my
a
community,
fuck?
that's cool.
Who
but
gives
don't
a
expect me
fuck?
to sit down and give any attention to Keemstar and all that shit. Don't expect me to talk about fucking mobile games and dumb shit. I'm done with all of that. It's just behind me at this point. I don't want to involve my community in drama anymore. And I explained to him that earlier this year with that Side Scrollers podcast, all right, sadly, that was a situation where I decided to do it. I shouldn't have. It was against my better judgment. I did it anyway. I trusted.
Remember? He said he planned it that way. There's a quote of DSP saying, he planned the side-scroller reaction to go the way it did. He had it planned the whole time. But now, again, they backstabbed me.
And that was something that was very harmful to my community for months. My community told me for months after that, wow, that really sucks, because now we got nothing but toxic element all around you and your content, people constantly talking shit about you. It's messed up. You shouldn't have done it, right? And I regret it now, you know, but it is what it is. It's out there. It's done. Thank God, right? And so why would I want to go back to that, right? We're past that, right? So
Yeah,
this guy
Arson
said,
Z, exactly.
you know, it would have to be non-related to all that stuff. And he kind of agreed. He said, all right, we don't have
What
to
do
talk
you
about
mean?
that. We can
What?
still have a one-on-one conversation about other stuff, you know, again, your content, your history as a creator, all this stuff. And I was like,
boring.
All right, well, here's the deal. Allow me to talk to my community about it.
What?
Right? Because
Shut
I want
up.
feedback from them before I make a decision. Unlike what I did earlier this year, where I feel like I made a huge mistake, right?
Oh my
I went out
God.
and I did this interview, and it basically turned into a hate fest against me for several months.
A hate
People
fest.
reveled in the drama and all the shit. They all got their jollies off. They all made tons of money from my hate watchers, right? And in the meantime, all my fans and viewers are bothered by a bunch of harassment online and toxic shit.
What?
This is the opposite of
Whoa. Why would your fans be bothered by you getting harassed? Harassed, quote unquote. People
I
making
think
fun
he's
of
implying he's implying his fans
you.
got harassed.
Is he implying his fans got harassed for him doing poorly in an interview?
want.
Yeah.
Okay?
What the fuck is this?
so normal and
Is this like a
makes
team
sense.
sport? It's like a team sport. Like you make fun of a team when they
Let
lost. I
me
don't know.
talk to my audience. Let me directly decide with my audience what we want to do, and I'll get back to you. All right? So, as you guys know, all right, yesterday we talked about this.
These buttons are holding on for
I
dear
just saw
life,
that.
dude.
As
Check
you
this shit
guys
out.
know, all right, yesterday we talked about this on this very show. And, excuse me, simply proposing the idea to you guys, okay? I got interesting responses in the chat, all right? Some of the responses I got live were fascinating. Some people, all right, were completely on board. Wow, Phil, so you mean you're going to have an interview where you're not going to talk about all that bullshit drama, but instead actually just about you and your content? Well, this would be good for you. You'll have an opportunity to talk about yourself.
So, okay, we know how he talks about feedback. We've seen each time he's done it live, shill, plug. It's on my stream channel, whatever. And yeah, he doesn't listen. He doesn't care. So this whole feedback thing is bullshit. He's just going to do whatever he feels like doing.
what you stand
And the 1 million views on the Turkey Tom video has him interested. That's the only thing that he cares about. He's like, well, 1 million views, maybe I can fool some of these people.
for in your content.
That's why he doesn't want to talk about anything drama related. Because he's hoping he can find a new audience that he can fool into feeling bad for him.
and not have it misrepresented, because it's not going to have that drama element to it. Instead, it's going to be just discussion about more important things, right?
Like what?
And then some people were like, yeah, this will give you
Like his
exposure. You know,
content.
Turkey Tom's audience likely doesn't know who you are, or didn't know who you were until they watched this documentary. And now to actually have a conversation with you,
Yep.
to actually, you know, see who you are as a person.
There you go. Here it
maybe
is.
some people would give it a shot and will come over and watch
Yep.
your content,
Yep.
right?
There it
Give
is.
Give it a look.
You guys know this. You're smart. But he doesn't want to talk about shit that is related to him that's bad. Because then he has a new audience to just dump his trauma posts to these people. Trauma stream. And just make them feel bad for me. And then potentially money.
But exposure, right? Others are staunchly against it. They're like, oh my God, Phil, are you out of your mind? After earlier this year, what happened?
How
After
far
you
are we?
trusted people and
Fuck,
you were
we're 10 minutes
basically treated
behind.
like dirt,
Goddamn.
and then we had to go through that crap for 2-3 months until it finally calmed down in the, the early summertime or whatever. And like, why would you even think about possibly doing this again? Are you
Yeah,
dumb?
this is live,
Why did you not
MDC,
learn
this is
your
live.
lesson the first time?
Well, 10 minutes behind, but he's
people-
live.
I hate to say it, but after the side scrollers thing, there's sadly a chunk of my
Here, I'll
viewership,
put a thing on OBS.
my audience, who feels like I will never be given a fair shake, ever, by anyone on the internet. That everyone has this underlying agenda, right? That people are simply
Oh my
put,
God, it's a
just
conspiracy
trying
theory, dude.
to fool me, so that they'll get me in a situation where then they can get personal benefit out of having interaction with me. Let's be honest, I am one of the most sought after people for an interview. In this last year, I've had people offering me thousands of dollars for an interview, to which I turned down.
By the
Okay.
way, people, P-E-E-P-U-L, people, a lot of people is just Mudahar. One guy, by the way. Just keep that
Oh,
in
that's what
mind.
he's talking about?
Yeah, one guy is people.
Now, okay? People
Unless he means Keemstar, but that wasn't an interview. That was like a show.
want to talk to me, but I refuse because I know that these people don't have my best interest of me or my community.
These people. What do you mean by that? What do you mean these people?
What do you mean by that?
What does these people mean? Mutahar?
In mind that they literally just want to pull me into a drama vortex for their own personal benefit, right? The more
Yeah,
I say,
these
the
people.
more content they have to put out on the internet that's toxic and negative about me, and it gives them money.
Like it's so Doodette, what do you think this is? You're more psychology. You went to school for it. What is this? Does he because he wants to get interviewed and talk about his content?
No,
But hold on. The question is like he does he not know that the only interesting thing about him is the drama around him, the shit that he's done wrong?
well, he does. He does know that.
He
doesn't want. He's trying, like you said before, he's trying to control the narrative. He's trying to like get the people that are watching him to think that that's not what he's all about.
Yeah,
That's
but it's like when he gets like no one is gonna fucking want to interview you, DSP, to talk about Mario Wonder. No one fucking wants to hear your opinion on Starfield. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, but
They
that's
want
how
to
he
talk to
avoids-
you, to ask you about champions, to ask you about the way you treat people, to ask you about all the stupid shit you said. That's what they want to know. That's why they would want to interview you. Not
Yeah, but
to
he
hear
doesn't
your
want-
fucking opinion on what game you're playing tomorrow.
So that's
Like,
all
come
it is. They're
on,
trying
man.
to drive me into that crap, right?
His opinions are beyond dog
There's a
shit.
lot to think
You're
about
right,
here,
Chris.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
I asked you guys for feedback overnight. Let me tell you.
He's just trying to like say, this is what people think of me, but this is not who I am. And he's just continually trying to like drive that message into
Yeah,
the people that are
but-
watching him.
But
Everybody wants me for drama, but I don't want to talk about drama. I'm
Yeah,
not
but like-
about drama
But like the
anymore.
Mutahar thing, where it's like he offered him $5,000, but he's not going to give you $5,000 to talk about a fucking video game. What the fuck does he care? That's not why he offered it to you. He wants to talk about the shit that's interesting.
But
I got-
DSP doesn't want to.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't
but
want
it's
to,
like,
like,
in
it out
reality, like, does he really think that's possible?
More
Like, no,
feedback than I
dude. People
bargained
don't
for.
care.
I got more
Doesn't.
feedback than I ever
But
expected.
by saying that, he has like it's like a layer of protection. It's like, yeah, I'll talk with you, but
Look at this
only if
face.
we talk about this stuff. I don't want to talk
Yeah.
about the drama stuff. But I would be so willing and so like excited to talk to you if we didn't talk about what actually people wanted to hear.
Yeah, I guess.
There's a lot to think about here, right? I asked you guys for feedback overnight. Let me tell you. I
His
got
leg is shaking and shaking. He's fucking dancing in that
more
chair.
feedback than I bargained for. I got more feedback than I ever expected. I had people who I haven't talked to in a while who actually wrote me. Okay? You know, I've
What if it's a
spoken to you in
troll?
years, but I just want to let you know here's what I think about this situation.
Yeah,
So
okay.
check it
Yeah,
out.
okay. What, John Rambo
I wasn't
messages you?
expecting
Like,
that.
shut up. The fuck?
Tons of people left comments on the video. Thank you for that. Like I said, I got emails, I got messages, DMs about it from every corner of the internet.
Yeah,
I was
Native
holy
Mamba,
crap.
exactly.
Like I thought I'd get like
100%
10 people.
correct.
I got like 100. It was
You're
wild,
right, dude.
the amount of feedback that I got. Okay, and again, essentially, there's now 3 schools of thought on this. All right. Number one is any
of
exposure.
Let me
thought.
guess. 2 of them are wrong, and then one of them that you think is the right one.
Good exposure. It doesn't matter if you do this interview and you look good or you look bad. It doesn't matter if you do this interview and you actually talk about meaningful topics so people learn about you, or if Turkey Tom actually baits you into toxic stuff. Any exposure is good exposure for you right now. So who cares? If it's
You gotta love that wording. Baits you into toxic stuff. Baiting you into toxic stuff is just talking about the shit that he's done. That is baiting you into toxic stuff.
But
So is
if
that
you
him?
talk
Like
about it.
he doesn't realize he's just admitting that the stuff he does is toxic. I don't know. Whatever. But you gotta love that wording. Very specific.
positive or negative, right? Just do it, okay? The other school of thought is
Nike.
absolutely don't do it, because the flip side of that is anything you do affects everybody. And right now,
What?
you've spent a year building
would-
up good
what?
faith with your audience, telling them you weren't going to involve yourself in drama.
Yeah, you made a vow.
Telling them that after the side scrollers thing, you learned, and you're not going to keep involving yourself in this kind of
But you're
stuff.
still
You did a
talking
good
about
job
it.
this year. You stayed out of the drama with things like this lol cow podcast where
You're not
people kept
staying
trying
out
to
of
get
it.
your
Yeah,
goat,
you're not.
threaten
What are you
and
doing
get to do
now?
something. You didn't do any of it.
Threatening you. Hold up. Threatening you?
People kept trying to get your go and threaten you and
Threaten you is Keemstar saying that he's gonna talk to people that know you. That's a threat. Somehow that's a threat.
get you to do
Well,
something. You
for
didn't do any of it.
DSP, it is a threat.
I know, but
If he actually does.
think about it like realistically, like that. How
Yeah.
is that a threat? Doodette, I'm gonna talk to someone that knows you. Like, what? Okay, that's not a threat,
And
dude.
that's
Yeah,
a
but
good
see,
thing.
that shows that he's aware of like the bad shit that he's done.
Yeah, that.
Like he's aware of how he's treated people because to him that's a threat.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that because the only way that would be a threat is if you've mistreated people, if you've lied to people, if you have something to hide, pretty much.
Exactly.
So, you know, like, how is that a threat? Really?
You stayed out of it because
If you're not DSP,
right? So don't do it, Doug. No matter what, there is no positive spin on this. It's just going to be bad for you and everybody else. Okay.
What's
and then
the
there's
third-
some people.
yeah, what's the
who,
third school of
interestingly enough,
thought?
are middle of the boat. They're not going off the one end or the other end. They're kind of like, well, here's the thing. It's kind of possibility for good or bad because if hold on, I'm stretching my back right now.
Jesus,
If
this shirt.
Tom
God.
is being
What is he
Look at
honest,
those titties, dude.
What
You
is
can see
happening right
them.
now?
You could see these titties right here. Jesus.
Why is he
I know, I look
saying
weird
like
right now.
this?
He just said he's stretching his back. What the fuck? This is a new King Jad pose if I've ever
ability
seen
for
one.
good or bad.
Oh.
Because if hold on, because I'm stretching my back right now. I'm stretching it. If Cookie Tom
This is
is
crazy.
being honest, I know I look
What?
weird right now, but you know, you have back problems. Sometimes you got to decompress your back.
What? Oh my. This,
It's not a
this
good
fucking
shirt, You should've unbuttoned
shirt,
it.
dude. Wear an undershirt at least. Look at this.
No, he is wearing an undershirt. That's not his skin, dude.
That's it. Oh my god, I thought he was so
Yes.
ghoulish. Can you blame me? I thought he was that ghoulish. Oh my god. These buttons are like Spider-Man holding the train.
If Turkey Tom is being honest, right?
Yeah, he is wearing
And
an undershirt.
If he is being transparent and if he's being truthful, right?
Right?
Then this interview would probably be pretty good, right? To actually
Why?
have someone just sit down and talk about you
Wait,
and
so
your
what's the third school of thought? Do it.
history as a creator and what you
He
stand
said do it, don't do it, and then the third one is also do it.
for and why you
No,
made the
it's not
decisions you did.
actually. He was saying like one of them. I think the last one was like
If he's
do
not
it
lying,
regardless
do
of the
it.
attention.
The things you've done,
Okay.
Regardless of the
and stuff,
intention.
and not bringing up nonsensical drama shit that
Well, no,
everyone else
'cause
has
now
already
he's-
covered.
whatever,
All
doesn't
their
matter.
conspiracies that are constantly circulated, the same exact bullshit conspiracy information in a circle, constant, just keeps spinning, right? If that's the case, then it's actually could be good. But again, the question really is, and this is actually what I really most appreciate is some people who used an analytical mind towards it. They're like,
Oh my god.
the whole
this
point of
shit.
you granting an interview would be because you have something to talk about and you feel that it's going to be beneficial, right? What's the point of doing an interview if it doesn't help anything?
What?
Right?
This is so stupid. You just collaborate with people. Hey, we're going to talk to you about this. We're going to do this. It gets your name out there. It's like there always needs to be something. There needs to be a catch with this guy. There needs to be money involved, no drama involved. There's got to be some like hook to get him in there. It's just like, bro, it's just an interview.
And I'm like, you know, that does make sense. Absolutely. If I have a point to get across, if I have something I want to speak about, and I wanted to have an audience outside of just my own, because let's be honest, me talking to you guys right now live on the podcast, how many people are on the stream right now? I'm going to guess 350.
This motherfucker knows. Dude, okay. Fuck you.
575. There's more people on the podcast than I even suspected. Okay, well,
Yeah, exit out.
in reality,
Shut up.
my usual audience is around 300 people on a podcast. Okay, so me talking to you, this is like the preacher preaching to the choir, right?
What?
You guys are here
The
every
cult
day.
leader
You like
preaching to
stuff.
the cult?
You like me? You understand where I come from? You don't need me to tell you about.
Look at this cult ass fucking. Hold
So me
on.
talking to you, this is like the preacher preaching to the choir, right? You guys are here every day. You like the stuff. You like me. You understand where I come from. You don't need me to tell you about what I stand for. You know already. You're here, right? But for me to go to an outside podcast or an outside
on,
show
dude.
and talk, that's different. That's exposure. That's giving me a venue to talk to people who don't sit here on this
Is
show
he
every
just
day and know who I am.
pig-splaining
They
an
don't watch
interview?
my gaming.
What?
They don't watch anything. And you know, wow, wait a minute. Someone who stands
Wow,
for this
whoa,
kind of stuff
I
is
feel bad for this
different
guy.
from
I'm gonna
everybody
give
else.
him
That's
money.
interesting. That's fascinating, right? So,
Wow.
if there's a benefit for me to go and interview with someone like Turkey
Again, benefit. He needs a thing. There needs to be a catch, dude.
Tom and talk to his audience or whatever, then maybe it's worth it, right? But that's what I have to really analyze.
It's
here.
worth
It's not
it.
a matter of, oh, is it going to be overly positive or overly negative? Because if you want to know the truth,
No, he wants
I don't think
overly
it would be
positive.
either. I feel like there would be positives and negatives. There's going to be times when
This is so
he's gonna talk about
strange.
stuff that I've done wrong, stuff
This is
that
so
he feels that I
weird.
probably should be called out for, right? To which I'm going to fess up. Yeah, I probably did fuck up a lot. I'm a human. I made many, many mistakes.
I'm
in the
a
15 years I've been a
human.
YouTuber.
X to doubt?
I've had situations where I absolutely know I made the wrong decision.
Hey,
I treated
Snood.
people badly. I made bad business decisions for sure.
Hey, Kevin.
And it hurt me. And then that rolls over to my audience, because when you're someone who's crowdfunded, well, now guess who the responsibility goes on to?
What?
To keep me going, the viewers.
What?
Because I have no other source of income.
You guys got to shoulder the blame. You got to shoulder the load here. If I get made fun of, you guys are the ones that have to be responsible. Like, come on, pay
that's
up.
Not fair, right? And that's happened many times over the years, right? So yeah, there's rightfully things that he could easily call me out for, and say you did this wrong, should you have done this better, blah blah blah. But here's the other thing too. All right, I could do that by myself. Like I just did. Did I not?
What?
Did I not literally just do that right now and say, yeah, it's wrong when I make bad choices and those choices result in negativity, and that negativity hurts my business, and now that responsibility to keep the business going is on the viewers because I'm a crowdfunded guy.
Hold on, he mind fucked me. I fell into the pignosis there. I don't know what he just said. Hold on.
Not literally just do that right now and say, yeah, it's wrong when I make bad choices and those.
Okay, so who says this? It's wrong. Hold on.
I could do that by myself. Like I just did.
Okay, so I can say.
Did I not? Did I not literally just do that right now and say, yeah, it's wrong when I make bad choices and those choices result in negativity, and that negativity hurts my business, and now that responsibility to keep the business going is on the viewers because I'm a crowdfunded guy.
Huh?
I genuinely have no fucking idea what he just said there. I fell for the pignosis. I have no fucking idea. He talked in circles too much. I can say that. Smug face, look around.
I just said it.
I just said it. Okay, what? Like what?
Right? Ultimately, I don't want it to be like that forever. But right now, that's just how it is, right? There's nothing I can really do about that. That's the situation I'm in. So, I can easily self-analyze too. The thing is, do my viewers really care for this? Right? Is this something that they're interested in? Probably not.
I'm lost. I'm fucking lost, bro.
Audience, a different audience than my normal viewership. You understand? So, really, there's so many factors involved.
I got lost in the sauce
if I should do this interview or not. All right, there's a lot of thought goes into this. Okay,
take a sip. Skip.
I'm not beating around the bush. Let me tell you what happened last night. All this feedback is coming.
All right, feedback.
All right, and I'm like, all right. The last thing I'm gonna do before I go to sleep, all right, I'm gonna watch this supposed response video that Turkey Tom made.
Wait, so you watched it?
Because I guess like 4 days ago he made a response video about.
Speaking of opportunities, hindsight is 2020. Another example of a live opportunity, one that happened just now. Instead of watching it on stream and using that to his benefit, he watches it off hours.
Me responding to things
behind
he had
the
said, or people told me
scenes.
about things that he had said about me in the documentary, so I responded to it. He watched clips of that, and then he responded to those clips, right? It was about a 20-minute video. I said, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch the video, and then I'm going to sleep on it. And I'm going to have all this feedback that I've gotten, you know, I'm probably going to get more feedback overnight, which I did, by the way. So thank you to everyone who continuously gave me feedback.
Oh, boy.
Overnight.
So what's the play here, Phil?
And I said, all right, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to try to figure this out, what I want to do. So that's what I did. I watched the 20-minute Turkey Tom, I guess it was on his alternate channel, his response video to what I've been saying. All right. Now, here's what I can tell you. This is the only content of Turkey Tom's I've ever seen. All right. He's a well-spoken individual.
Did I ask? I don't care. I don't care.
He can formulate coherent thoughts.
I don't give a fuck, dude. Why are you sucking his dick, bro? This just tells me he's gonna do an interview. He wants to do an interview. Like, why the fuck are you doing this?
Are these idiotic memes.
Hey, Doodette, what?
Yeah, he only wants to do an interview where he can look good.
He's buttering him up, like, on purpose. Yeah. He's doing the low-tier god thing. I was watching this guy's, like, stream the other day, and, like, I was like, this is entertaining. Blah. The only thing I'm worried about is he has, like, a disproportionate amount of members that fuck with him. Like, this is the low-tier god thing. He's doing the same fucking thing.
There are morons on the internet who literally all they do is misrepresent me all day.
Oh
the guy's leaps and bounds better than them. You know what I'm saying? He's actually, like, out to tell a story and or his take on a story, and it's entertaining. Like the 20-minute video, I found entertaining. I was a little weirded because
oh my god,
Metroid Prime.
Look, it's the low tier god thing. This is the LTG thing. He's doing the same fucking thing. It's the same script. He just fucking what is it? Mad Libs. He just fucking switched he took out certain words and added Turkey Tom instead
of talking. Like he was talking, but it was Metroid Prime, and I'm like, I don't remember people doing that kind of stuff for ages. Like people used to do that back in the day, people, especially who were camera shy. They would actually have like gameplay rolling in the background while they talk over it. And there's lots. Things Redemption used to do over it. That's just on camera talking.
Shut up, dude! Oh my god, I'm getting actually angry. Thank you.
Essentially, what he said in this 20-minute video.
Fuck.
First of all, he defended his stance on naming the video 10 Years of Failure, essentially saying Well, Phil
Ah,
doesn't
why doesn't he put himself on camera? Ah, he's playing like gameplay? What the fuck?
feel he's a failure. He's in a great mental space. Good for him. And if he doesn't want to be in drama and he's happy,
Hey, he
good
goes
for
with the
him.
dick
I'm happy
stroking
for it.
segment
But that
first.
doesn't mean that essentially he couldn't have been better, that he couldn't have made better decisions, and that for the last 10 years he's been on the decline, and I consider that failure. So really, it's a perspective thing. You know,
It's
I don't
not.
consider it
It's
failure.
really
I
not.
would consider it absolutely decline.
Whoa, the guy who's in free fall since the start of his career, who has been on the decline and who has been a failure, wouldn't what's the word? Wouldn't what fuck? I can't think. He wouldn't categorize it as a failure. Whoa, I'm surprised the guy who has been failing doesn't think he's failing.
Or, like I said,
Sorry, I had a
downward
brain
slope.
fart
I don't
there.
think that it's failure, because failure would be.
He already
insanely
said
desperate.
this.
I'm
We already
recourse.
heard this.
Everything is falling
Why is he
apart
repeating
at
that?
the seams
I don't
here,
know.
right? So I'm desperate, and I'm doing
Yes.
crazy stunts for money every day.
Yes.
Like
Hat-
sucking cucumbers and kissing chickens.
Hat, vest, what? Save the house, bankruptcy.
I'm sorry, I was not-
I'm married. Jasper, marathon,
I don't.
Black Friday, ad-a-thon. Like, what is
I
this
got
gimmick? What is this? I got robbed. What the
Fine, I'd like
fuck,
to take a
dude?
stab at USA because I can't believe he still does that shit. But
Oh
you know
my
what I'm saying?
God.
Like,
No
that's not the
gimmicks.
case.
No
I'm still
gimmicks.
someone
I got
who's true
robbed,
to myself,
guys.
Makes the content
No
that I
gimmicks.
enjoy and my viewers enjoy. I have a you know, belief system that I stand
A
by.
belief
and
system.
I
He's a
still
Roman Catholic.
do that, and I'm still successful. I'm still operating a successful business.
Oh,
so again,
my
I
God.
disagree with him saying it's a failure. He
Doesn't
thinks
matter
that's
then.
failure.
It
That's
doesn't
a
matter.
subjective thing.
Okay, so
And he
shut
has the
up.
right, and he even says,
Okay,
I
then
titled it
shut
to
up.
try to make it entertaining.
Yeah,
I get it.
if it's subjective, why is he so upset
Yeah,
about it?
I don't know, because obviously he didn't like the word failure, but it's like, but then he's trying. He wants the interview. This is all because it's the LTG thing. He wants the interview.
You know, it is. It's a clickbait title. You want people to watch the documentary.
It's an
and make it
accurate title as
overly
well. It's
dramatic.
both.
You have a thumbnail of me insanely close up, like this.
Why did you do that?
Like this is the thumbnail of the video.
Oh
that-
my
You gotta screenshot that.
God.
Screenshot it.
Ah, what
He
is
looks like-
that?
he looks like the It monster.
Oh my God, Nerd Brew, you could do some funny shit with this. This is good. Oh my God.
Listen to me, like this. Like you can see the boogers in my nose.
What?
Oh my god, his eyes look like they're going in
Hi.
two different
A
directions.
decade of failure. Hi, how are you? Right? It's like, I get it. That's YouTube. That's the shtick of YouTube. That's what you do, right?
The shtick of YouTube.
People are like, Jesus, stop. Back up. What? You don't like getting up close and personal with your favorite YouTuber?
Stop.
You don't like that hair? What's in my mouth? You like
Oh my
it?
god.
All right, bro.
Okay, let's relax for a second.
You're
here. Now-
hilarious.
all
Yeah,
right.
You're funny.
Everyone calm down. Everyone just relax. I got more to say. Okay? Okay. So, again, continuing on with the video. There's a few things about the video, this 20-minute video that Turkey Tom made, that sometimes in the video, he says things, and I'm like, wow, that really resonates. That sounds great. And then he'll say something that immediately, like, contradicts it and makes it feel like almost like a red flag. And let me tell you.
Okay, this dude, how many times has Phil done that? How many times does Phil say, I don't care about this, but let me explain why I care about it? How many times? Maybe if that, see, DSP apparently doesn't watch Turkey Tom, but then when Turkey Tom apparently does something like that, it turns him off the video. But DSP can do it every day, 10 times an hour, and you're supposed to be okay with it.
Yeah. So he'll be like, you know, he said to his audience, he wants to keep out of drama, and I respect that, and I get that. If he really is happy in his mental space where he is, and he likes what he's doing, then there's no reason, for him to do anything further.
ESP just wants to
But
talk
then
to
he'll
himself.
say,
Yeah, this is a therapy session.
hey, immediately after that, but if he would just watch my 2-hour documentary and do a big live react to it, that would be good content for him. That would be good content for me, because then
The dude didn't say live
I
react.
could re-react back to his reaction, and then we could do more. And I was like, I'm listening to it. I'm like, so I get it. What it is there is now a community on YouTube. Okay.
Oh my God.
It's a vicious circle kind of a deal.
Oh my God.
Where someone says something, and
Yeah,
it could
rules
be, it
for
could
thee,
be
but not for
innocuous.
me,
It could be like a
Ree.
little comment.
Invisible mute.
Someone responds to it. Then someone responds back to it. Then
What are you doing now?
reaction
What are you doing
community
now?
watches the statement, the response,
He's
Why is
doing
he
the
explaining
same.
this?
He's doing the same fucking thing he's criticizing, except in a fucking DSP special way, where he doesn't watch the video and react to it live. He is recollecting based off of his memory and based on what people told him and a thing that he saw yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing the
That's
same
always
fucking
different.
thing in a stupider way. That's the DSP special.
Of the response.
Let's
And
do a live react where I skip all the videos you send me and I make you pay for them.
they create the next level of content
Fuck,
out of that. And it just becomes this giant circle of spinning content of people
The
all
toilet?
reacting
Is
to
it the
drama,
toxic
all
toilet
right?
juice?
And you might think, well, that's the healthy YouTube ecosystem, right? That's absolutely what it's all about. Because when you do that, you can get more outside eyes on you. You can get some prominence. You can get some people to maybe watch what you're doing.
Okay.
Right? It's all good for everybody.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you have to understand that's only looks like that. To
What?
the people who are in the inside of it. Okay? So I will say this directly to Turkey
Whoa,
Tom
whoa,
and
whoa.
others who like this kind of content.
Yeah, he's saying it directly to him, except he's not, because he's not here.
All right, I understand there's nothing wrong with you liking that. But you have to
That's
understand
semantics,
something. I'm
dude.
41 years old, all right? So
What? Okay.
I've been through a hell of a lot more in my life than most people who are watching this content or even making it.
Oh, my, yeah, he got robbed the other day, dude. How many of you got robbed? You don't
Older
understand.
automatically means wiser.
You don't understand.
You can't
the
be old enough.
struggle. He grew up in the ghetto, dude.
Okay? I can tell you, from the outside, for people who are not in that vortex, you see it as a spinning circle of content, and
You
it's all
see it.
healthy.
I'm
and
going to
even though it's
explain to
dramatic,
you
it's
how you see it.
all in good fun, and it's growth, and it's everyone
Don't
getting
believe
views
your
and money,
lying
right?
eyes, dude.
For me, I'm outside of it, and I'm looking down
It's only
on top
Tuesday.
of all of this. Okay? Do you want to know what it looks like to me? It looks like a spinning toilet. It looks like
Oh
a
my
toilet
God,
full
I
of
was
shit,
joking.
And someone
I was joking, and he did it. I was joking, and he did
hit
it.
the flush. It's like a spinning toilet.
You just
It looks
know
like
him
a
too
toilet
well.
full
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad.
of shit, and someone hit the flush, and everyone's just spinning in a big circle in this endless spinning toilet that won't flush. It just keeps getting darker and browner as more people watch and contribute and comment and insult and extrapolate and make it worse.
Yeah,
and worse
dude,
and
that's
worse.
the
You get it?
internet. Hello?
Because for me, when I started on YouTube
It's a toilet, dude.
15 years ago.
Oh
all
my
right,
God.
I got into YouTube because it was a hobby. It was something to do. I actually previously had been someone
Oh, I'm
who
getting
was,
Steam
traveled a
messages.
lot
Whoops.
and was actually more athletic. And
What?
I hurt my back.
Hold
So
up.
I couldn't
Hold
do
up.
that stuff a lot. And was something to do. I actually previously had been someone who was traveled a lot and was actually more athletic.
No way.
And I hurt my back. So I couldn't do that stuff anymore. So
Flag
instead, I
football?
decided that I was going to get back into
Car
console
accident?
gaming, and I
Which
just started
one?
making these
How did you hurt it?
silly commentary videos,
Okay.
raging at games, drinking, getting shit-faced drunk,
Okay.
and just, ranting at games, and they actually blew up. in
Revisionist
popularity,
history.
right? And I didn't expect that, but it certainly wasn't anything that I took seriously. And then
This is
over
a
the
lie.
next 3 to 4 years, the fact
Straight up a lie. You guys know he genuinely wanted to be a famous gamer YouTuber. Genuinely. That's what he wanted. But now, of course, revisionist history. No, he didn't take it seriously. Fuck,
that I
man.
took this ridiculous, silly
Yeah,
attitude
silly.
of nonchalantly making content, not being professional, and
Okay.
somehow blew up on YouTube. It's a miracle. It's a
Blew
lucky
up.
story. It's a
I wish.
definitely right place, right time kind of a deal, because a million other people have tried to do it after me and failed, but I somehow succeeded. Don't ask me why, or maybe, again, just a
I
lucky
thought
dude.
failure was subjective.
Yeah, he's saying other people
Why
have
can-
failed. What?
Why can he say other people failed? And
I
somebody
haven't-
can't say the same about him.
Phil, I have an issue with you saying failed, you fucker.
Right?
Snort?
But
Oh my God,
in
that was
all the
wet.
years that I made content, all right? 15 years, by the way, that
Oh my
I've been on
God.
YouTube. And out of those 15, 13 years, this has been my job. You'd probably be hard-pressed
What?
to watch that content and look and say, oh,
Oh my God.
in that time frame, Phil's really done horrible, awful things that
Yes.
hurt others. Here and here and here and here.
Yes,
and here.
yes. People have, guys, people have done that, and then he says they're wrong factually. Don't listen to these videos. Don't watch the Down the Rabbit Hole. He said that when it first came out, and then 7 years later, it was okay.
Here and here and here and here and here and here. In reality, it's more like Phil did something stupid to hurt himself. Right?
What?
Phil did this and that was dumb. He didn't change. He didn't adapt.
Put Evil AJ and get the white coats to come get him. Put him in a straitjacket. What?
He didn't do the right things early
King of Suffering?
on to stay with the times, right? He idiotically did this, and he
Yeah, that
streamed
didn't
for
hurt
how many years
anybody.
and ignored his live audience. I mean, that's so boneheaded. I know that now, but I didn't understand that back then. I streamed for like 4 years
Yeah, wait, he's talking about when he streamed.
and never spoke to my live audience. What a
He streamed for dude, you were like 30. You were like 30 fucking years old when you started. Pretty much. Almost. He was like 28.
fucking moronic
Like,
move.
come on,
right?
dude. What the
So
fuck?
I get that. Okay? But if you look at what I've made, the content that I've done, maybe you could argue early on when I first started making
This
content,
shirt, man.
there were some really dumb things I said and did. Because at that point, I didn't understand the
30-year-old.
power of YouTube. I didn't get that when I said something on YouTube that I had a big audience that listened
Still don't.
and actually
He
took that as
still
like
doesn't.
truth because they looked up to me almost like an idol, which is crazy
What?
to think because I never thought of myself as anything important. I just
Well, I guess
thought I
we'll
was
do
just
it
a Joe
later.
Nobody playing games, addicted
That's
around
the
having
ego
fun. It was
boost.
a miracle that anyone wanted to watch me or anything like that. But yeah, a lot of the things that I said early on were very irresponsible, and you could be considered toxic and stuff like that. I mean,
He started this whole rant, or at least this section of it, by saying, "Can you look back and say where I factually hurt people?" And he said no, but now he's saying that he did say things that, you know, were toxic. What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
So, like, did you say things that hurt people, or didn't you say things? I don't know. Like, he's fucking sending me mixed fucking messages
I have
here.
to change in my life to be a better person, to stop making that kind of toxic content, and I feel like I am much better today than I was 15 years ago.
Okay,
and you
dude.
just take a look.
If that makes you feel better.
from what it used to be, and some people say, "Well, it's more boring." Yeah, but also
Yeah, it's a
doesn't hurt
mental
anyone.
breakdown.
It's
We're
not-
having mental breakdowns like on the fucking daily. Pretty much now. This is insane.
content, right? I every night can go to sleep and say I had a good day
It's the
today.
downward
I
slope.
loved the game I
Go to sleep in his own bed.
played. I interacted with my audience. We had great conversation. Hey, I made
It's the downward slope, dude. I just heard that.
money. I supported my family, and I go to sleep sound.
Okay.
As opposed
I know
to,
your brain lags a
what did I
little.
do today? Well, someone
Yeah,
had a really
I'm
bad
like
day.
DSP.
This drama happened, and they did something stupid. So I made a video about it, and I just basically, ripped them a new asshole for 2 hours. And then everyone came to my stream. We all made fun of them, and it was great because everyone
Yeah,
laughed
look, hey, there's 300 of you guys here. Look, we're making fun of him.
at them and their misfortunes, and I made a bunch of money.
No,
There's no
I can't
difference
make
there
money right now, but
between the styles of content.
having
you
fun
understand?
anyways.
And again,
Making
if
money
you're
in spirit.
the YouTube
Hell yeah.
vortex of
The
that
vortex.
spinning
The
content
toilet bowl?
creation cycle, maybe you think there's nothing wrong with that. But for people outside of it, we look into it and we're like,
what do you mean outside of it? Nice face, by the way. What does he mean outside of it? He said he was above it. I guess technically that's outside, but it's like you're a YouTuber. What do you mean by that?
what the hell? People think that's acceptable? People behave like that? Why would you want to be a part of that shit? Why would you ever want to get sucked into that stuff? Okay?
It's so stupid. This is so stupid.
Unlike
Allow
me,
me
who's
to
been
tell you
talking
a
about
story.
it for how long, and I'm not sucked into this stuff.
Yeah, now he's gonna tell us a story to continue talking about
I've never
it.
told this story publicly before.
Oh god,
I
some
will tell this a story to
exclusive.
everyone right now publicly because I
Oh
think
my
it's actually very
God.
appropriate to the situation. All right? Last year,
Okay.
Doesn't want to be in
before
drama, by the way.
all this drama with the Lol Cow podcast, okay?
How far are we?
I was friendly with Boogie. Over the years, we
What?
had a few
That's-
conversations behind
That's
the
not
scenes.
exclusive. We know that.
Back and forth. Not long conversations, very short ones, brief ones, a little, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right, or whatever. Back and forth, like Twitter DMs and shit like that.
Okay,
right?
shit like that, King Sly. well,
Okay.
big ups.
And one of the conversations that we had was about particularly working together on something. And at this point, there was a situation where we were talking early on about this Lol Cow podcast and the possibility and stuff like that, right?
What?
And I'm gonna paraphrase it.
He's lying.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sit
Oh,
and-
here you go, guys. Don't believe anything he has to say. He already set you up for the fucking disappointment. Don't believe
read the
anything.
direct DMs I had with Boogie. This was over a year ago. So again, this was before any of the drama of this year or anything like that.
know
But
about this,
basically, the conversation we had, and this, I really feel, this is the difference between myself and the other people who people consider lol cows. All right, when you look at the Wings of Redemptions, when you look at the Boogies, and you look at these people, all right.
You gotta love. You just have to love. Sorry, I'll let him cook, but you just gotta love how he seriously doesn't view himself in the same sphere as these people. He thinks he's different. Actually, he actually thinks he's
the
different.
difference between me and them.
He's the main character, dude.
All right, and this is what you're going to understand. It's a lot different. As we're having this conversation, we're talking about the possibility of working with Keemstar on a podcast or whatever, right? So basically, Boogie said
Wait,
something
what?
to the effect. And by the way, I think this
By the way, he just said this was before the LolCal podcast idea, and now he says this was about the Keemstar thing.
podcast or whatever, right? Having this conversation, we're talking about the possibility of working with Keemstar on a podcast or whatever.
Bro, okay.
Maybe it was just like an early idea.
Self and the other people. So again, this is before any of the drama of this year or anything like DMs I had with Boogie. This about this LOL Cow.
I gotta hear. Look at this.
And at this point, there was a situation where we were talking early on about this LOL Cow podcast and the possibility and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I got debunked.
Here's
I got
the difference
debunked. I'm
between me and
stupid.
them. All right, and this is what you're going to possibility of working with Keemstar on a podcast.
My bad.
or whatever, Right?
Uh-huh.
So basically, Boogie said something to the effect. And by the way, I think this stream is about to play ads. No, I'm telling a story. I'm going to skip to ads.
What?
Okay? Basically,
Remember, guys, ads don't affect anything. They're great.
The way he equated it, I know this is weird, 'cause I didn't bring this up, he did. Boogie actually said something to the effect of the way he sees YouTube or how YouTube is kind of like Walmart. All right? So let's think about that.
Nail
Kinda
bites.
Like Walmart.
Uh-oh.
Well, Walmart, everyone knows, is a pretty bad business.
What?
Right? Walmart comes into town with the lowest prices, the lowest cost for their product, and when a Walmart comes to town, they sweep in and they take over. They could cause
Boogie
all
said
the small
this?
businesses in a town to go completely out of business.
Did Boogie say this? All of this?
They, sadly, underpay and
What?
mistreat their employees.
Boogie said, what the
It's well
fuck?
documented that they do this. Okay?
I don't know
And
if
the employees
they
are
Or is this
overworked,
added
underpaid, not trained,
commentary?
right? They'll have someone who's a door greeter, who's an elderly person. This is their job. This is great. They have
Like
a living. Oh,
you.
you're fired. We don't need you anymore.
What? Okay.
Why?
Who
What
says-
you didn't do
who
anything
says
wrong. You
this
don't want to pay
happened?
anymore. Bye.
I
Right?
don't
This is how
know.
they are.
He fucking created
This
a
is, made
scenario
up.
and he's arguing with his own scenario.
Yeah.
This is
This is
unjust. Guys, the other day I saw a guy get shot in the street. That's very unjust.
Their company.
Injustice.
And there's countless
Unjust? I don't know.
stories
Whatever.
of Walmart being a bad company in this regard. Now, Walmart is a fine company. They don't break laws.
What?
They
Oh,
do
he
everything
means-
law-abiding, and they're
You
on the up
just
and
said
up.
they
But
underpaid
man,
their
when
No, no,
workers.
but
What do you mean?
he means legally. That's what he means.
they come in,
He's
can
being DSP about it.
completely wipe clean a small town, and now the whole town's focused on the Walmart, right? Now, you could argue positives and negatives about that, right?
What did Boogie
So
say
basically,
this? I'm
Boogie
lost,
said this
bro.
to me. Again,
What?
I'm paraphrasing, and he said something like, when you look at people like working with Keemstar or working with other people on YouTube, this drama
boy.
content on YouTube. He says, you look at it like Walmart. Like, Walmart has a ton of blood on their hands,
Yeah, paraphrasing.
but
What?
you still
Blood?
shop there, right?
Okay.
Because it benefits you. It's the best benefit to you and your family. The lowest prices, right? You get decent quality
Not
products. the
Phil.
lowest prices.
He doesn't
Everyone
go
still shop
there.
there, despite the fact you
There's
know this is not a
Urban's
great
there.
company. You still kind of just do
Evan
it. You bite
goes
the
to
bullet,
Walmart, so he
right?
can't go.
And he said that to me because again, we were having a conversation about the possibility of working together and stuff like that. I said, Boogie,
Boogie,
I want you to understand something.
look here. Look, listen.
I don't shop at Walmart.
Oh my God,
I
he
never
took
have.
it literally. Oops, sorry.
See?
In my
fucking
entire life,
idiot.
I've shopped at Walmart once.
Liar,
it was at the-
liar,
So
liar,
he
liar,
has.
liar, liar, liar. I've seen him say before, I don't have the clip on me because why the fuck would I? But he said he only goes there in an emergency when he has to. Which implies more than once. So now he's straight up lying. To us and to Boogie, apparently.
Height of the popularity of Street Fighter 4, they were the only store that had Street Fighter 4 joysticks. And at that time, I was buying and modding joysticks to sell on the internet as a project.
I was doing
So I
that.
had
It
to
was
buy
not
from them.
him.
They were the only company available to buy them from. And by the way, the
That
one
agrees with me?
experience I had at Walmart was the worst I've ever had. I was
Okay.
supposed to go and pick up these
Tevin
joysticks
was there.
and just bring them right home. I pre-ordered them online. They were there supposedly in stock. Just go, pay, pick it up, gone. I go there and I spent over 2 hours at Walmart to pick up these joysticks because they were understaffed. The person who worked the pickup counter was not there that day. They had no idea where they were. They just didn't show up for work. None of the management actually knew how to run the pickup counter. They had employees running around the store like chickens with their heads cut off. No one knew anything. It took the employee 2 hours as they scoured the
I don't
warehouse
believe
to find
any
the
of
joysticks
this.
and finally get them to me. So
I
could
don't
go
believe
home.
him.
Okay?
I don't believe you. Like, okay, did I ask? Like, do I give a
So,
fuck? What is
here's
this
the deal.
tangent?
I don't like Walmart because I know that they're a scumbag company.
What?
I know that they mistreat their employees.
He just said they're a good company, by the way.
I know that they don't pay enough. I know that they ruin the towns they move into.
He just said
They have absolutely
this.
no
Shut
regard
up.
for anything around them. All they care about is that they're making money. That's it. They don't give two shits. And when a Walmart moves in, that town now is beholden to Walmart. What do? All our other businesses went out of business because they can't compete with the prices of Walmart. Now we got to shop at Walmart, and there's nothing we can do about it. So now it's a Walmart town, right? That's YouTube in a nutshell.
What?
That's literally YouTube. And that's this
How?
lol-cow culture on YouTube.
What?
What you found is you found people who are so desperate, right? They need to make money in some way. They can't just operate anymore and have a life on YouTube for some reason. Maybe their popularity has waned. Maybe they just made a ton of mistakes or whatever.
What?
And the only way that they can get attention on YouTube is by creating drama. So what they do is they create the drama. They know the drama's toxic.
Well, how does Walmart...
You know what I
What?
hate about this?
What?
He shops from Amazon all the fucking
Yeah.
time. How is that any better?
Bro shops at Amazon thinking he's like mightier than thou.
They know that it's harmful. They know that it's not good.
I don't understand. Where does the Walmart part come
But that's
into
the
this?
only way that they can get by. So they sit there and they create drama. And then everyone else sits outside and says, ha, now we capitalize. And we
Also,
jump-
lolcows creating drama, that's not the case. Lolcows don't know they're lolcows, or they don't understand what being a lolcow is. They can't help themselves. They don't create drama, usually. They're not like capable of it. If they could, they're not a lolcow. That means they're a character, and they're able to like fucking manufacture shit. A lolcow does this shit unintentionally. Unintentionally. That's what makes it funny. What does he think this is, dude?
On this, and we make 2-hour documentaries, and we do podcasts about them, and we slam them, and we rip them a new butthole.
Michael
and we constantly make fun
Kitchen
of
also mentioned in chat that he DoorDashes food rather than supporting local restaurants.
Yeah, exactly.
He
And-
DoorDashes food from local restaurants instead of just going to the place and picking shit up there.
Also, Darksea, lolcows produce drama as a byproduct. Exactly. They don't just create it. If they could just create it, they're not a lolcow. That's not how that works, dude.
and we meme on them, and we milk them. Milk them. I want you to think about that statement,
Oh my
because
God.
this is coming full circle now.
He's taking it
As I was
literally.
watching Turkey Tom's 20-minute response video about me, okay, he distinctly said 2 things in the video, all right, that resonated with me overnight as I slept on it.
What?
And the first he said was, I wish he would watch my documentary so he could react to it, I could react to his reaction, and then he would come on the Lolcow podcast, or the Lolcast, or whatever the fuck it's even called. I don't know, because they had to change the name because they're so
Yeah,
stupid.
you don't.
They made
What?
a show that they couldn't even use the name
Okay.
of, now they had to change it. I don't give a fuck what it's actually called.
Oh, fuck you. Shut up.
So literally, the reason he wants me to watch his documentary is for more content for himself.
Of
You
course.
understand?
Yeah.
He admits it right there
That's
in the
not a
video.
Who
fucking-
cares? He's acting like this is a big like, whoa, guys, guess what? The YouTuber wants to make a YouTube video.
He's uncovering the conspiracy.
What the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Says it. And then he says at the end of the video, well, you know, unless Phil decides.
That's like me saying, guys, I hope DSP does some stupid shit tomorrow so I can stream. It's like, yeah, it's not a revelation. Like, what the fuck?
actually do this interview with me, I think I'm done milking him.
Okay. Oh, what?
Milking him.
He's taking
I
it
want you to,
literally.
again, think about that.
Oh my god.
All right?
Oh
And
my
then
god.
I started to read into what people were saying about Tom and or other things going on.
What does that mean?
And I started reading messages.
What does
And
that mean?
Basically, here's the information that I got overnight. Are you aware that Turkey Tom is part of this lolcow culture and lolcow cast? I didn't know that.
What do you mean? A part of the lolcow culture? He's literally advertised as part of the podcast. It's not a secret. He's not trying to like get one under you or like fucking trick you. They said it. That's part of the selling point. Guys, we have these big YouTubers and then these YouTubers you laugh at.
I don't watch it. I'm not paying attention to it.
No,
Oh,
Turkey
yeah.
Tom needed to put at the beginning of his video.
Yeah, he needed
I am
to say-
part of the
yeah.
Lolcow podcast, just as a prefix to this.
Come
video.
on, dude.
He's
That's what he
one
needed
of
to
the
say.
lolcow farmers. Him and Mutahar and others.
Mutahar?
They're showing up to every show, and they're
That's
not
not true.
highlighted
No,
like
that's
lolcow.
not- that's not what
They're
it is.
highlighted like big shots, right?
What?
They come to the show in order to
okay.
basically degrade
This is so special.
the subject of the show. Which
That's-
at this
okay.
point, I guess, is Boogie and Wings and whoever this other person is who was my replacement because I didn't do the show.
You love that? You like that shit? He's like, he's so fucking, he just said the big shots are on the lolcow, but he's doing the big shot thing to this third guy. He's acting like the big shot. Whoever the fuck, I'm gonna rub my shoulders, whoever the fuck they got to replace me. Like, dude, you are doing the big shot attitude now.
Even though you can't replace someone who never agreed to do the show.
What?
But whoever they are, I guess,
yeah,
right?
dude.
They're basically, it's like a shooting gallery. Like, here's the people who are supposed to be the hosts. But in reality,
why is he talking about
they're
this
the
when he
targets of
just doesn't
ridicule and
know?
toxic behavior. Again, they're
didn't
just
watch
people
the
shooting
video.
down at them. That's the show.
That's not the
apparently what
show.
is.
That's not
And
the
Turkey
show.
Tom is one of these people.
I didn't
who-
even watch the whole thing, but that's not what it is.
essentially.
At least
Oh
not
yeah,
yet.
you see, we're better than them, so it's time for us to shoot down at them and basically insult them and do this kind of fucked up stuff to them constantly. All right?
What?
And
He's
from
just
what I'm
making
again,
shit
I'm not
up.
watching this show. I have nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
people
Darksea,
contact me.
exactly.
People actually contacted me this week and said,
People.
Phil, you have no idea. You made the absolutely, positively, 100% correct
Slamming
decision
on the mic.
to not work with Keemstar and be on that show. You predicted it completely correctly. This
What?
was not a show.
What?
where
Wait,
it
who
was
said
gonna
that
be a
to him?
host
People. P-E-E-P-U-L. People.
talking about topics intelligently, respectfully.
guy really,
it's literally
Yeah,
That's to
people,
validate
man, that
those
people guy.
feelings.
People really seems to be in on everything. Big ups to people.
the ridicule.
The
of people
voices in
show.
his
That's
head.
the whole
Yeah,
point.
the voices.
And it's just gross. It's
Lackey
toxic,
bracky,
it's
dude.
insulting. From what I'm to understand, they're being degraded to the point where I
Yeah,
guess Boogie
this
was
is-
forced to get on his hands and knees
Yeah,
and
this is bullshit.
apologize to Keemstar.
He's saying, I guess, from what I am to understand. It's bullshit. That's not even the case. He's trying to paint a picture for his audience of Derek's and Jade's You know, not trying to Derek, fuck Derek, but you know, but he's trying to do this to like trick them. This is just a trick, dude. What?
He went on someone else's show and there was drama and he's like, you should have done that on our show to make us money. Now apologize to me that you did this because you're so stupid. And he did it apparently.
Oh my god.
Right? Now again,
apparently,
I didn't see any of this. This
yeah,
is people telling
yeah.
me. And I'm like,
apparently, I didn't see it.
Want to be involved in? You think this is valid content on YouTube and the internet to literally just be a bullying group? I mean, it should really be called We Bully People Podcast. That's
Whoa, what a cool fucking name.
The Bully Podcast. We just bully people all day like it's a fucking schoolyard of people beating down on people. That's what the show is, right? So, thank God I'm not involved. Yeah, because I told you guys, I knew. I'm not stupid. I'm wise to this shit. When you tell me that the name of the show is the Lolcow Show or the Lolcow Podcast, there's no respect. There's no intention.
He's aware, dude.
Actually helping people or doing something positive. That's a toxic show. That's the point. From the day it was incepted, I knew that was the point. You know, that's why I want nothing to do with it. I'm so here, and again, here's the difference.
He's creating new fucking reasons why he didn't do it. He just said it's a toxic show. That's why I wanted nothing to do with it. No, motherfucker, you didn't want anything to do with it because it was Keemstar. You said you tried to get it done without Keemstar behind the scenes. You got.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
He just creates new reasons whenever he feels like it.
Boogie and Wings, they shop at Walmart, right?
What?
Anything
oh my god, the
ahead,
Walmart. I forgot.
To make a buck, anything to fucking get them to a position where they're doing something because they need that, right?
So how does
What?
I'm gonna nitpick this. How the fuck does shopping at Walmart try to get you ahead? What the fuck is he talking
It's
about?
because you're killing small businesses and small towns by shopping at Walmart, and you're only being selfish for yourself because you don't want to spend like $300 on like pieces of bread.
But
at the
how
grocery
does
store.
how does that compare to Walmart? Also, Derek, this has been going on for like an hour. I
don't need that. I'm successful. I have a business.
I'm
good.
successful.
People come and watch my content. They enjoy my content. They support my content. I do
Also,
positive content
I
all
fucking
day.
hate that argument sometimes.
What?
Like his argument. I guess one of the arguments he's making is that like people go to Walmart because it's cheaper, but it's not good. That it's like a big corporation and blah 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 blah. But it's like,
Mr. DoorDash.
what the fuck do you expect everybody to do? Like, people need to get their food and need to get their shit. If this is the biggest place, the closest place, like, people are gonna go there. If you're gonna be upset at the like people for shopping there, you should be upset at like the company. Like, the company is the one that puts people quote unquote out of jobs. The company is the one that like your city, your town, the ones that approve
don't hate the player,
location.
hate the game kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it's
Don't
like
hate the player,
you
hate the
sound
game.
like so fucking stuck up and
Yeah, but it's
full of
because
yourself.
he just thinks he's better than everybody. Guys,
Yeah,
I shop
exactly.
at Fred Meyer, the fourth biggest chain owned by Kroger. Like, I am better than you because I don't shop at the biggest one. I shop at like the fourth biggest one. Like, shut the fuck up, bro.
I don't do this
You're gonna be this
shit.
fucking annoying
People
about
try
it.
to pull me into their spinning vortex of drama shit. So, but I stay out of it. So why would I want to be involved
Dude,
in a
yes,
show
I
like
shop
that?
at
I'd be a
Walmart, I'm
moron,
sorry.
right? And if anything,
Hey, Tommy, and
this
welcome.
is right now representative. If you're here every day on my shows and you're watching my content and you're enjoying everything that I'm doing,
The
is
cult
this not
speak?
evidence that you don't have to be sucked into a toxic vortex of crap on YouTube to be successful? Is this not evidence that you can stand alone and stand apart from all that crap and you can still be happy?
So he said failure is subjective, like, because one person could think it's fail. But again, I'll say it, the successful thing, that is subjective. He is saying that he himself is successful. But then I can just say with his own fucking logic, that is just subjective. You are a failure. So this whole fucking argument has no backbone to it. There's nothing solid in this foundation. There's nothing here. None of this matters.
Right? I'm not in a desperate situation where I have to milk a situation. Because someone made a 2-hour documentary about me, I don't have to now react to it to get some kind of boost in views.
Boost?
So I can make
Sorry?
money today. I can
You
still
made a
do my
whole
content.
channel.
Hey,
about that.
look, guys. He's talking about it, reacting to it, kinda, and he has 700 views almost, 650.
That's the most he's had like all month.
Literally, his own argument is flawed. Big surprise.
That I absolutely love making and still make a living. And I don't have to degrade myself down to that level of crap that I feel is very harmful. And it's okay if people disagree,
Harmful.
because obviously there's a huge group of people out there that disagree and think that this is fine. Good for you. Well, there's some of us who are older and more
Us.
mature for that shit. And we don't
Look at
care
that. Look
for
at that. Cult speak. Some of us are older and more mature for that shit. You're either with me or you're against me. If you're with me, you are mature. If you're not, you're a fucking idiot child troll. Nice cult
I
speak,
certainly
dude.
don't. I never wanted to be involved with that level of shit. My involvement with Boogie and Wings was going to be
That's why I'm talking about it.
Where we talk, we interact, we have good topics about things. We can talk about our lives, our personal situations. You can talk about current events in the news and everything. Dude, I do this every day on my own show.
Dude.
Do you think it would be that hard to do it with 2 other people who we just talk? It would be an easy show to do.
No,
and by the way,
you guys are lol cows.
it wouldn't be toxic. It would be fun to do. And everyone else out there could react to the show and do their own toxic shit about it, and I'm sure they would. But at least the core show would be great, and it would be good for our viewer bases and our communities and our audiences. That's what I wanted to do.
I wish that
But how
happened.
do you-
Apparently,
What?
How do you know that's not what was going to happen? How did he know that?
Because he's basing it. He said the lol cow live is just people bullying the We Bully People podcast.
this...
Yeah, but what did he think? What did
This-
he think the podcast was going to be about? He just said it would be okay if they did a podcast and they did something fun and people still made toxic shit about it. It doesn't matter because the podcast we're doing is fun.
Yeah, it's
But
because
you didn't even know. He didn't even know what they were going to talk about.
it connects back to the thing where he thinks he's worth, like, people care about his opinions. Where it's like, honestly, bro, nobody would really care. Like, people would watch it, and then they'd realize it's nothing. It's a nothing burger if you just talked about video games. Like, who gives a fuck?
That's what I
People
wanted
want to know about the shit that you have done.
to do. But apparently, this is more important
Oh my
than
God.
that.
We're back to
Shut
having
up.
this.
Taking this big paycheck to
It's
be on
gross.
this toxic
It's for
ass show
this.
where it's a bunch of bullies and a shooting gallery is more important than actually doing something positive for the internet, positive for your audience. You know what I'm saying? That anyone in their right mind would think that that's okay.
I love skipping.
I'm
notes.
sorry, but anyone
such
who's
an
involved in this
egotistical
lolcow culture
take,
shit,
man.
you
Oh
got to
my
get
God.
yourself fucking reassessed at
What?
but anyone who's involved in this lolcow culture shit, you got to get yourself fucking reassessed at a fucking professional.
Yeah, not the lol cow. This dude right on screen here, he does not need to get himself assessed by a professional. Us laughing at him, we need to go get checked out. Make
Yeah.
that make sense, bro.
Go, I dare you.
The guy
Oh.
is literally having a mental breakdown and who is daring me apparently to do something. Let's see what he dares me to do.
Yourself fucking reassessed at a fucking professional. Go, I dare you
Yeah?
to go to a medical professional, a psychiatrist. Tell them you sit on the internet and all you,
You
do
would
is
go to a
All
psychiatrist.
you do, he already put a qualifier. All you do. This is not all I do here, bro. The fuck? Laughing at you is not like my obsession. And it's probably not most of your obsessions.
or you laugh
It's just funny. It's funny. You are funny. That's all this is.
at other people bullying people.
It's as if you watched. It's like the thing he can't connect. If you watched Phil, unironically, that's okay, apparently. But if you watch him at the same time that other people are watching him, except you're just laughing at him, that makes it not okay. You need to get yourself checked out. But if I'm an unironic fan and I'm watching him, that means it's okay? Like, what is the difference? I'm watching you at the same time other people are watching you. Why is one okay and one, I'm a fucking mentally ill, get the white coats to come get me?
And you
It's
watch
because you
degrading
pick apart
content.
what he says.
Yeah,
you actually listen to what he says.
It's because you listen to what he says. That's the difference. You listen to him. All
You
you're
listen
doing
and you
is
question.
listening. Yeah, you're just listening to this fucker talk and going, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Wait a minute, that's the difference.
About people who you think are pathetic.
Come on,
and this
dude.
is your actual source of enjoyment.
Yeah, Song of Ice
Tell
and
me
Fire
that
is.
tell me what a medical
Even then, I don't like read it every day. I read it once and a half, and I liked it. I really like it.
professional would say
Once
in
and a half.
response to that.
Yeah, Dune Messiah.
I would love to hear it.
Sorry,
Because
I missed what he
source
said.
of enjoyment. Tell me tell me what a medical professional would say in response to that. I would love to hear it. Because there's a difference between, oh, there's some celebrity gossip, or, oh
What?
no, my entire source of entertainment
You see
is
the way he
actually when
frames
other
that?
people get harmed, or we bully people, we degrade them. It's fucked up. All right? So, I watch a 20-minute
People
video
do the
from
same
certain
thing to
comics.
celebrities, though. What's your
Yeah,
point?
yeah. Celebrities have it even worse than you, Phil.
Yeah.
Like DSP kept talking
It's
about
global.
detractors, and like, oh, these big YouTubers don't know what it's. But it's like, dude, these big YouTubers have more people that dislike them than you do, just by sheer numbers, because they have more people that know who they are.
Yep.
Mr. Beast has way more fucking detractors than you. And it's more public too than you. You're such a nothing. You're a nothing
He also
burger.
equated it to a celebrity. So, like,
Yeah, and a celebrity is
actor.
like even more, you know? Like, well, at this point, who knows? But you know what I'm saying.
My
The
own-
dude is going to talk to Keemstar about troll videos and detractors and haters. It's like, bro, Keemstar's got way more fucking haters than you. Like, shut up.
only content of his I've ever watched. And I find the guy's well-spoken. He's charismatic. He's intelligent.
Okay,
I've
sucking
had
his
10
dick.
years of failure. And that's okay. We can have that subjective
He's saying the
disagreement and
same
agree to
shit
disagree.
again?
But the moment that he says, oh, you see, I just wish he would react to the documentary because that would give me more content. Then I could talk about it on the Lolcast, or he can come on the podcast.
Yes.
And then we have even more content to make. And then I can milk him further, but for now I'm done milking him, all right?
Oh, I like this
That's
argument by
fucking
Bill
disgusting.
Bones.
Bill Bones?
If we actually took his advice and stopped hate watching him, then he'd beg for us to return.
Exactly.
Because he has nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, the Good Samaritans are why he's still here too.
If he didn't have like drama to talk about, drama to tell me that he's not talking about, then he would have nothing. He would have nothing to say ever about
honestly,
anything.
I'm of the opinion, hot take, I don't know. I don't want him to go away because this shit is so funny to me. Like tuning in a few times a week and just seeing what is this dude up to. That's so funny to me. And I'm glad he's still here because it's a fucking reality show that doesn't stop going. It's on season 16 right now. And it's just as good as season 1.
Also, it's wrong to milk detractors, but it's okay to milk an illness. It's okay to milk your wife being
got
sick.
robbed.
It's okay to milk your house falling apart.
His
it's
parents
okay to
are dying. I got robbed.
Your parents dying.
My
your
DoorDash
food
was
order's
late.
getting
My
messed
medicine
up.
was not there. All this shit.
Yep.
That's not even
okay
like a joke. That's not funny. That's fucking vile.
It's vile. I thought he was going to say violence.
That's harmful.
Harmful.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
That kind of, and the fact that you can just nonchalantly say something like
you can tell he wants to say mentally ill. He wants to call people mentally ill. It's like in him. It's like the fucking joke, not Joker. It's the Green Goblin mask in the trash can. Like it's there. It's sitting there, and he wants to call you mentally ill.
Oh yeah, I'm done milking someone today. I want you to know how disgusting that sounds. You're milking a human.
Oh my god!
Okay?
Why?
Not even for sus. You're not milking them for milk. You're milking them for profits.
For sus?
Okay?
What?
Not even for sus. You're not milking them for.
Milking
You're
them for
milking a
sus?
human.
What did he say? Hold up.
Okay. Not even for sus. You're not milking them for milk. You're milking them for profits.
Oh,
for
he's
money.
gonna say sustenance.
And every time you do that, you hurt them. But you don't care. There's no quality. No moral compass here. Who cares, right? You're dehumanizing the person. You're turning them. You're literally categorizing them as an animal.
See, this is another thing lol cows do. They don't understand. They are the reason for their own downfall. Like, these haters don't just come out of nowhere, and they don't just start fucking with you. Like, maybe there's one example or two you can give me, but DSP specifically is a piece of shit. He's a terrible person. He's mean, he's toxic, naturally toxic. Meerkat always says that. Like, that's just how he is. And his attitude towards people makes people dislike you. And then that snowballs, he gets angry at you back, and then he says stupid shit, and it makes people retaliate, and that's how this shit snowballs. He's acting like he's the innocent party. Like he hasn't done anything. Because he did nothing wrong after all.
He can always dish it, but he can't take it.
Yeah, exactly. He's throwing stones from glass houses.
You've degraded them to the point that they're just cattle. All right? That's really fucked up.
Reference.
It is. It's completely messed up.
Mentally ill?
I can't believe people think that's okay. Right?
God,
You're watching that
lolcow
dude. Show, and you're seeing people who are supposed to be, oh, we're better than them, and we're just going to bully them.
That's
what
not
makes
the
you
show.
better than them?
That's not the show.
Exactly. What makes you better than them? Because you're toxic? Because you're okay with bullying people on the internet? You have no morals or values? That makes you better than them? Because you have an association with someone like Keemstar, who's pretty much the worst of the worst when it comes to that kind of behavior? I mean, what makes you think, Turkey Tom, what makes you think you're better than me?
Also, he never said he was better. He never said he was better than you. Like, he never said that he was, to be fair. Obviously, he is better than him, but we know that because we're here to laugh at him. But the dude himself never said that he's better than you.
Milk me for content, right? And the funny part about all that is, it could easily be reciprocated. Someone could do that to Tom. Someone could do that to Mudahar. Someone could do this. They have done it to Keemstar, actually. And Keemstar ain't happy about it. Remember the H3H3 beef that he had? And when he got roasted on his fucking balls? He hated that shit. Man, he was so upset that someone would criticize him the same way that he's criticized everybody else on the internet, right?
Isn't it ironic that I'm the guy?
It could easily be flipped.
Shout out, Tevin.
But the thing is, you'll look for the easy targets, right? If you already find someone like a Boogie,
so don't make yourself
an
easy target.
And you find someone who's already the subject of ridicule, and you just keep ridiculing them, well, no one's going to care when they flip that on you, right? Right now, if I sat here and I made an hour roast of Turkey Tom.
He's implying he can roast Turkey Tom for an hour. Not even implying, he just said it. I said that before I realized what he said. Like, dude, go ahead and try. Try it. I don't know shit about Turkey Tom, but try it. Let's see if people care.
No one would care, because I'm the lolcow, right? The thing is, I have no interest in that. I have no interest in researching
So why are
the
you
guy,
talking about
finding out
it?
what failures he's had over the years. I don't care about what his interests are, what his mistakes are, and I don't care to make a toxic video about him to make money or
Toxic
profit.
video.
That's not me.
Not just a video, a toxic video.
You know what I want to do? I want to sit here with my audience.
And
I
play
wanna have
games?
fun, and I want to relax, and I want to enjoy video games, which is the whole point of why I started making content.
This is so stupid because you can say the same, again, the logic argument. I love the fucking logic arguments. This motherfucker. If I'm a makeup YouTuber, right? Doodette, you're a makeup YouTuber. You can say, guys, you keep telling me to play video games. I don't want to sit here and play fucking video games. They're toxic. They're annoying. I don't like them. You could say the same shit. The logic applies to anything. It fucking applies to anything.
Years ago, and I want that to continue. I want that positivity and that fun and that safe, interesting environment to continue. So
I want the makeup.
every
The
day,
makeup
when I
is
turn my
safe
stream
to
off,
me.
I just had a good day. We enjoyed
Like,
games.
dude,
we had fun
shut
conversation.
up.
I made a living. Everyone's happy. No one's hurt.
I made a living.
Until you can do
See,
that,
that's the most important part. I made a living.
that
It's all about
you
the
have
money.
failed.
You failed?
All right?
It's
So
subjective. That's
until
subjective,
you
though.
can do that, you have failed.
That's
Yeah,
subjective.
you can't say that.
That's subjective. I don't think you could say that.
Alright.
I am offended that you used a subjective term, motherfucker.
You should
So
say
every moment-
decline.
Yeah,
You guys-
I wish he would have said decline, downward slope, downward climb. He should have said that instead of failed.
10 years of failure, dark side Phil. No. I'm happy and successful being who I-
Yo, he's fucking melting down. Holy shit, he started this off by sucking Turkey Tom's dick, and now he's like angry about
I
it.
am. And I
He
don't
also
hurt
started
anyone.
it off by saying that he doesn't want to be involved in drama.
And he
I'm
doesn't
gonna keep
care.
bringing that
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
I'm
he
gonna keep
doesn't
bringing that
care.
up because he always says he doesn't want drama, spends 2 hours fucking talking about
He's
it.
like making himself angrier as he talks
Yeah,
about
it's
this.
When I
it's
make my-
snowballing because he doesn't have anybody to tell him,
Yeah.
yo, chill, shut
This
the
is
fuck
his
up,
therapy
relax.
without the therapist in the room.
Happy and
Yep.
successful being who I am, and I don't hurt anyone
Successful.
when I make my content. Do you understand?
Again,
That's
you hurt
success.
me.
Hey, yesterday, shout outs to that being said, I was just on there. We watched a video where he yelled at somebody, and arguably, you could argue, he hurt the guy. The guy said, I was in Seattle for 5 days, and there was no crime the way you're describing it. Some shit like that. And DSP yelled at the guy and was like degrading him and being mean to him, just toxic for no reason, speaking
He's a
down
nice
to him.
guy.
What if that guy
think
was
he's
hurt? That's a person I can factually point to, factually, in reality, that you hurt. King of Suffering? War Dog Leader? Like, that's someone you hurt. That's hurtful shit.
Yes. The failure
come
is
on,
the only
bro.
way that you can be successful in life is to step on others, to bully others, to push them down under your heel of your boot. And you have
That's what you just-
absolutely
Oh my
no
God.
conscience to tell you that that's bad.
Isn't
If
it
that's the
ironic?
situation you're in and that's your level of success, I want nothing to do with your level of success. And I wish you the best. You go ahead, you do what you want, you enjoy your bully show, and you beat up people for a living on the internet.
What?
But I'm going to issue a word of warning.
For sure.
All right? A very harsh word of warning. And I
Oh
want
my
you to
god,
understand this
Turkey
is not
Tom, look out, bro. He's gonna shoot some fucking strays at you now.
coming from me because I'm well adjusted and I'm a good
What?
person.
That's a weird claim.
That's the best thing he's ever said.
Ooh.
I love it. I love
You
it.
should understand this is not coming from me because I'm well adjusted.
I'm well adjusted, dude. What the fuck?
That's an
And I'm a
that's an
good
X to
person.
doubt.
I'm a good person. That one's even better, dude.
Feel that ultimately I'm happy where I am.
Oh,
all
that's X'd
I
out,
want
dude.
all these people who feel like they're safe in their vortex of drama to be very careful. Okay? I really feel like people need to start wising up. All right?
What is this?
And here's
Is this
why.
a threat? Yeah, what do you
Is
mean
he
by
threatening
that?
us?
What do you
Wasn't
mean
he
by
just
that?
upset that Keemstar was threatening him? Why is he threatening
Yeah,
everybody?
what
he
I'm
knows?
I'm gonna talk to people you know. That's apparently a threat, and this motherfucker straight up threatening us. All of you in chat right now, me and Doodette, he's threatening us. What the fuck is going
Who
on?
feel like they're safe in their vortex of drama to be very careful. Okay? I really feel like people need to start wising up.
What the
else-
fuck? What does this mean? What?
Dude, he's going on off the rails right now.
What the hell?
All right? And here's
And
why
he's gonna do the Tevin thing, right? It's not gonna be me that does it, but somebody's gonna get you. Somebody's gonna get you, Tevin, but it's not gonna be me. Like, what the fuck?
say this. Because we've already seen situations where people who've been bullied have gone crazy.
Whoa. What? Is
No
he
fucking way you just said
is
that.
he implying he's going crazy? Like, what? I gotta hear this shit again. I gotta hear all of this again.
All right? I want all these people who feel like they're safe in their vortex of drama to
Yes.
be very careful. Okay? I really feel like people need to start wising up. all right? And here's why I say this. Because we've already seen situations where people who've been bullied have gone crazy.
What do you mean
We've seen this. It's documented. Okay?
Yeah, Snood, what
and
the
it's only
fuck?
a matter of time that if you
Oh.
think you feel safe doing this kind of content, this messed up, toxic, really
Yo.
harmful content, and you
What
think
the
that
fuck
it's
is he
good,
saying
right?
right
Oh, this
now?
is fine because everyone makes out. It's money. It's Walmart. Everyone accepts Walmart.
What? What the Walmart
He's,
bag?
his brain is actually melting in his head right now.
What the fuck is? Okay, hold on.
Content, this messed up, toxic, really harmful content, and you think that it's good, right? Oh, this is fine because everyone makes out. It's money. It's Walmart. Everyone accepts Walmart. Okay? It's just a matter of time until
What?
someone snaps.
What the
What the-
fuck?
I'm moving different.
What the fuck is happening? What are we watching? What the
Oh, guys.
fuck? Is this where fucking Phil Burnell becomes Heisenberg?
Yeah,
What the hell's going on?
this is the hatch moment.
The crawl space. What the fuck? He's threatening people.
And I'm actually worried that one of these days, and I'm not saying it's going to be Tom, I'm not saying it's going to be Keemstar, I'm not saying who it's going to be. Someone's going to make a documentary about someone. It's going to be
Oh,
Oh, that's
what?
it? Okay.
the wrong person. And that
well.
person's going to
You made a documentary
Yeah.
on the wrong person, buddy.
fucking lose it.
Way to deflate
Wait,
the
no,
whole
they're gonna lose.
build-up
Wait,
there.
what?
Documentary about someone. It's going to be the wrong person. And that person's going to fucking lose it, man. And that's going to be, and whether
Oh.
it's self-harm or harm of others or whatever I'm saying, that's dangerous shit. You're treading. You're
What?
fucking with people's minds. You're fucking with people's brains and emotions of people who probably already aren't well adjusted. Especially some of these stories that you've told and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is dangerous shit you're dealing with.
Who
And
is he
I
talking
think what
about?
it is people are in this culture where they just think everything's fine, everything's fair, everything's safe, everything's okay. 'cause
That's
it's all
him.
accepted on YouTube. You're
What?
right. All right, listen. It's legal, right? It's legal. You can do it, but you
Do
gotta
what?
be careful.
Be
There's a
mean on the
difference
internet?
between, I mean,
Make a documentary on. That's what he's talking about. Making a documentary will drive someone to do something, whether it's self-harm or other harm. What? Is this a threat?
made a documentary and it was even-handed and fair, or I made a documentary, but I really hope someone responds to it so that I can milk them for content and dehumanize them constantly, endlessly, so we can all get all over on it. It's like, what?
He needs to
You
get
know
over
What?
the
Bro,
milking
I'm
thing.
lost too, bro.
Difference between that? And it's gonna come to a point.
He's
it
threatening
really
us
is gonna
again.
come to a point where someone's gonna snap. And I'll tell you right,
Someone.
it ain't gonna be me. I'm
Ah, there you go, Tevin. Big ups. It's not gonna be me, but karma's gonna get you, bitch.
it really is going to come to a point where someone's going to snap. And I tell you right, it ain't going to be me. I'm happy. I'm good, man. Like I said,
Oh my
I'm good. I'm in a
God.
good situation. I have a great family life.
Yeah,
thankfully,
dude, I can tell.
right? I've had
You're great.
times in my life in the past where things were awful. Things are good. I just got to stay my course and not make the same mistakes that I made in the past and just keep going the way I'm going. And hopefully things will go well for me.
That's
in the future,
insane.
right? But after getting all this feedback and everything and seriously like weighing this situation of how it's going, I'm like,
behind.
I didn't know anything about this lol cow show or anything. I had no idea what it really was. I had an
Sure.
idea of what it was going to be. That's why I want
I had no idea. I
What?
had an idea. Look at this.
lol cow show or anything. I had no idea what it really was. I had an idea of what it was going to be. That's
I had no idea. I had an idea. Hey, Holly and Hell, welcome.
why I wanted nothing
For
to
someone
do with it.
who really like,
Unhinged. Yeah, what?
he really focuses on the words that other people use. He's really very
What do you mean?
loosey goosey with the ones that he uses.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like he narrows in on the guy saying milking for like 20 minutes.
milking. Yeah, he said
But
milking.
he
Like,
just said he doesn't like process what he says on his own. He just says words and then they don't mean anything. The
Yeah.
second they get out of his mouth, he forgets that he even said them or thought them.
like his vague threats just now. He's not even gonna remember he said that.
No.
Started telling me what it was. I was like, do they not get it? Like, do they not understand?
People started telling me what the Lol Cow show was, so he hasn't
had
even
no idea.
seen it. He hasn't seen it, and he's painting a picture to his audience of Jade's and Derek's and these people what it is without even having seen it. You'd think like a guy who wants to be professional, he is claiming that he takes this seriously currently. Now is when he's taking it seriously. You'd think he'd do his due diligence and look into the thing he is talking about. But no, he is just basing it off what people like Jade and Derek have told him in private emails. That seems like something you shouldn't do, dude.
understand what they're doing. Like, you are trying to normalize fucked up bullying behavior. You're trying to say that's fine, that's okay to beat up
King of
people
Suffering?
for profit.
War dog leader?
That's not okay.
Beat up
In
people.
no case
oh,
is it ever
a boxing
okay.
match. Is that what he's talking
Alright?
about?
No, he's talking about bullying online.
And it doesn't matter if it's illegal and people get away with it. It's still wrong. All right. Now maybe that's me because I grew up Roman Catholic. I was raised in a
Oh,
certain,
shut the fuck up, dude. What? Oh my god. He's Roman Catholic. You see, he is better than you because he had a religion. Guys, that I don't know if you've heard of this like niche thing. This niche thing called religion. I was lucky enough to have a religion. Therefore, I am better than you because I am better.
still wrong. All right. Now maybe that's me because I grew up Roman Catholic. I was raised in a certain
Fuck
household,
off,
a
dude.
certain kind of moral values or whatever. But to me, when you tell me that, you know what I'm saying? That's, and again, they think they're protected. They're not. At any moment, and I learned this the hard way, right? You think that you're protected in life and you think that everything's okay, and in a moment's notice, something could flip on its head, right? One day you're going to be doing a documentary on Joe Blow from Hoboken, New Jersey,
What?
and how he did something stupid on the internet, and you don't know how he's going to react to it, all right? And that's, I mean, you got to be so
Why
fucking
is that
careful,
your
man.
fault, though?
This is wild that to think, and the thing, I hope that Turkey Tom understands when I say all this, I'm actually trying to look out for his best interest.
Shut the fuck up. No, you're not. This is you saying, you're just saying some weird, vague threats. This is you using scare tactics the same way you beg and you're saying, guys, I have an issue coming up. I have 2 big bills. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay it. This is you doing that, but with Turkey Tom. You're saying, you know, somebody might do something. Somebody's going to do something. If you make a thing on the wrong person, you're trying to scare him. He's trying to scare someone into not talking about him anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he's doing. He's just sending these weird fucking threats. These like threats, veiled threats hidden behind this weird thing. I'm not going to do it, but somebody might. Like, what the fuck is this?
All right. I think this guy's charismatic. I think he's intelligent.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
the very moment that
Shut
he hears
up.
this, he should quit the fucking lolcow show and try to do something better for himself. Because I know he can.
Yeah, he's trying to scare someone into not doing something.
Because I know that he's smart. And I know that he's intelligent. I know he's
And then he's doing this. He's implying that if he doesn't listen to his advice, you are in fact stupid and not smart. Everything, if you don't listen to exactly what I am telling you to do, you are not smart. And if you do listen to it, you are smart. Like, does he think this works? This might work on like Jade, but this is not going to work on someone who presumably is quote unquote smart, like Turkey Tom.
better for himself. Because I know he can. Because I know that he's smart. And I know that he's intelligent. I know he's charismatic. I know he can make good content that's not harmful.
He's smart and intelligent.
He has to stop with that. It's not even the documentary about me I have the problem with.
Yeah, okay.
It's all this
Yeah.
other shit that he's doing.
Hey,
You
if
know
he
what I-
didn't make a documentary on you, would you even be talking about this? Would you even care? Would this be something you would have brought up? Turkey Tom? You would have talked about Turkey Tom on your podcast, quote unquote? So, yeah, but I don't have a problem with my documentary.
saying that's fucked up, and you got to separate yourself in life. At some point in life, you've got to take a stand for what you believe in,
In life.
and you got to understand that it's all about who you associate with as well. And that's just not the right path to go down where he's going. So, you know, all things considered, when you think that it's okay to say you're going to milk someone or you've milked someone like a dehumanized animal, and you think that's fine, that's totally moral.
Bro, he's taking this
still
milk.
on this?
He's still on the milk thing. The milk thing is just because you're a lol cow. It's like not a euphemism. It's like a metaphor. It's like hypothetically milking you for laughs. That's what it is, DSP. Why are you being so cringe about it?
Acceptable because I got views and money off of it. That's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. I'm not going to have
draws the
anything to do
line.
with Turkey Tom. I'm not
What?
going to have anything to do with Mudahar.
Okay, so confirmed we're not having an interview. Even though he started this by trying to imply he was.
I'm not going to have anything to do with Keemstar.
Yeah, but he
I'm
talked
not gonna have
himself down into a spiral.
He like
so now
spiraled
he's
himself
decided-
down the toxic toilet juice, and now he's angry about it, and he's threatening Turkey Tom. He's trying to
anything
scare
with Boogie.
him.
I'm not going to have anything to do with Wings of Redemption. I'm not going to have anything to do with anyone associated with that kind of fucking behavior on the internet. That is the complete antithesis of what I stand for on the internet. So if
That's
that
why I'm
means
talking about it for
that I
over
just
an
sit
hour.
here and I play games with my audience, as small as it is, and I'm here forever, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I don't need toxic
Yeah, except for
popularity
tomorrow when he
making
talks
bad
about it
choices.
again.
You know, and
Nuclear
being
detractor.
milked. I can't believe that you would even say that in a video and think that's, oh yeah, I'm milking people today. Like, huh? Like what?
This fucking
That's,
milk
you
thing.
think that's fine?
This
to
milk
talk like
thing.
that?
Yeah, he's got
That's
moves.
not fine.
Yeah.
That's really
Bug
messed
mechanics.
up. Like I mean it. Go talk to a psychiatrist and tell them you talk.
Mentally ill. The Green Goblin mask is in the trash can right next to him. Like he's screaming for him to say mentally
really
ill.
messed up. Like I mean it. Go talk to a psychiatrist and tell them you milked someone today, and
Oh
let's
my
see how they
God.
respond to what you said. They're gonna be like, dude, what did you just say? Like,
No,
huh?
they'll ask you why you're saying that.
Yeah, they'll ask, what do you mean by milked? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Like,
They're gonna say, why did you say that to a person?
see, now we're taking it literally. But he's
Yeah,
being so
well,
fucking
because he's
cringe about
fucking
it. Yeah,
stupid.
I think it's fair.
Been normalized on YouTube. This behavior has been normalized by people like
What is
Star,
this
so
behavior?
it's acceptable now. No, it's not.
He's basing this off of a thing that he has not watched, and people like Jade and Derek and his chat have messaged him about it. He doesn't know what the show is.
It's really not.
So he's fighting the demons in his head. The scenario he created, that's what he's fighting against. And threatening people over.
You have to understand, normal people think this is endlessly fucked up. They don't agree with this culture, this spinning toilet culture of toxic
Oh my
shit.
God.
It's awful. And the quicker,
Liquor.
the absolute quicker
The liquor.
you get out of this toxic vortex, the better. Especially for someone like Turkey Tom, who seems like he's got his head on his shoulders. He's smart.
You see
he's
this? You
intelligent,
see
he can
this?
make
Cult
great
speak?
content, but he has to get out.
Join the cult, Turkey Tom. If you are smart, you will listen to all the advice I am giving you. If you are not smart, you will prove it to me by not doing what I tell you. Idiot.
Toxic vortex now, before you're stuck in it forever. Because guess what? You'll be the next Lalcow. You'll be the next one
What?
who 10 years down the line, you're desperate for content.
That's not how that
And what are you gonna do
works.
to get it? Well, all you ever did was make fun of people. No one cares about you anymore. Now what are you supposed to do?
That's
right?
not how that works, dude.
You're the next one on the list.
Again,
man.
he's implying lolcows create
You're
drama.
next.
They create drama. Yeah, you're next. Nice threat, dude.
So, no, I'm not doing no goddamn interview with him or anyone else involved with any
No
of that toxic shit.
goddamn.
And that's my final answer.
Unhinged, man. This was insane.
Okay.
How much you want to bet there's gonna be like tips and shit talking about it, and he's gonna say, I've already talked about this, I don't want to talk about it. How much you want to bet he's gonna do that?
All right, guys, I'm done. I got it
Yeah.
off my chest, and now you got my answer, and now we can go back to normality around here.
Normality.
And the funny part is, you absolutely, positively know that these people are going to talk about it on their content and whatever, but that's the last thing they're going to get out of me. You know? It's just stupid. It's pointless. It's dumb. It's so different from anything that I would ever want to be dealing with. And it's sad. It really is sad, you know? But hey, that's what YouTube has become, right? This toxic place, and I refuse to engage with that. So...
He just engaged with it for
respect my
over an
decision.
hour.
Again, I literally don't have any problems.
He
with
just
certain
talked about it
content
for
documentary.
over
I
an
haven't seen it,
hour.
but I certainly have problems with behavior like that, right? Like
What
that's really endless as
behavior?
fuck, so I'm not going to involve myself with it. Okay.
He's just saying behavior like that, and he hasn't really explained it. Again, he's basing it off of scenario he's created. There's nothing
Okay.
particular
All right,
that he's talking
quick
about.
shout outs. American Manga Undertaker re-upping their membership. You haven't watched the documentary. Why would you want to speak with him? If we want you to speak with him, are you gonna watch the documentary? The point was that he was supposed to he wanted to talk to me about my history as a content creator and stuff like that, which I'm always interested in talking
That's not
about.
true.
Why wouldn't I
We
want to
just heard the story. He's lying, right? We just heard that he wanted to talk to you about everything that's in the documentary. And you said no. But now apparently he just wanted to talk to you about your career and your game opinions. Like what?
about 15 years of content creation, how I've changed and evolved over time, how YouTube has
This
changed
is the
over time, how my
Pignosis.
community, you know,
The fuck
enjoys
is
what I
going
do,
on?
but has to deal with this harassment from this crazy group of
Yeah,
fucking haters and
Pyroclastic.
shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he totally watched
that's
it,
an
yes.
interesting conversation to me that still hasn't happened. When have I ever had that conversation with a single person? The side scrollers could have had that conversation with me. They weren't interested. They were interested in just regurgitating the same exact
That's not
bullshit
true.
that my haters say.
That's
So
not true.
literally,
They
it was
asked
the most
you.
boring 5-hour interview you could have because they didn't actually get into anything interesting at all. Instead, they just asked dumb questions. So, I mean, that was their chance.
Oh my
right?
God.
So that's what I mean. Like, that would be a great interview. It doesn't have to be about me watching a documentary at all. You know?
Dude, the things he would be asking you would be things he covered on the documentary. That's his frame of reference to you. That's what he knows about you, the shit he made the video on. Why wouldn't he ask you shit? Oh,
He's got
whatever.
to do more research.
Yeah, he has to watch like 16 hours,
Yeah.
a fucking day of his videos.
GDTV, we up his membership, says Keem told Boogie to off himself a few days ago. What's sad is that I would say that's slanderous. You can't say that.
What? That's
But
not.
I would
what?
actually
What?
believe that he said it too. You know what
How
I'm
is that slander?
There's a literal video
would-
of him saying it.
No, but it would be slander to say Keemstar said that without him having said that. Saying to off yourself is not slander. That's not what slander means.
Wait, is that what he's saying is slander?
He's saying Keemstar saying that is slanderous. Unless he means this dude saying that Keemstar said that is
He
slanderous.
to off himself a few days ago. What's sad is that I would say that's slanderous. You can't say that. But I wouldn't. I would actually believe that he said it too. You know what I'm saying? Like I would believe that. I don't know if he did.
Oh, he
I
doesn't.
don't
Okay,
know.
so he is saying that
But I
the
would
guy.
believe it.
Okay,
Yeah.
He's done it.
but
before.
I'll believe it. But it's slanderous. Fuck. Why
But
would
I'll
you-
believe it.
I'm gonna
I would
believe the
believe it.
slander. Yes.
People, you know who I'm talking
You
about.
know he's heard it.
So that's not surprising to me that he would have done it again. And by the way, why do you think
That agrees with me.
that he acts like that and does that? Right? Why do you think that? Because guess what? He gets away with it. Right? He got away with it before, so why not do it again? Until
it's like
there's
somebody else I
consequences for
know.
action,
That shit was
the
super
action will
funny,
continue.
dude.
And if YouTube allows this kind of toxic content,
It wasn't on
The actions will continue.
YouTube. It was
Bullying.
in private DMs that got leaked. You stupid fuck.
insane amounts of mistreatment of people,
Holy
the drama,
shit.
the toxic shit will continue until YouTube puts its foot down and says, what are we doing? Why are we promoting and allowing this? Why are we allowing monetization? That's the other thing. Why would you ever allow monetization of that content? That content should be immediately
It wasn't on
demonetized.
YouTube, you
No
fucking
monetization
dumb
whatsoever
bitch.
possible. And any
Holy
channel that has that kind of
fuck.
bullying behavior should completely be removed from the YouTube partner program. Should. That shouldn't be
The
allowed.
clips are.
What are you, crazy?
But it was in
Advertiser wants
DMs.
to have their product represented on a toxic bullying show?
Oh, on a
Huh?
toxic fucking streamer show? What is this? The
He's,
Level 1
he's really-
podcast? What?
He's talking a lot about something that he hasn't actually
Yeah,
seen
the
or is
slander.
confirmed.
He started this off by saying it's slanderous, but he believes it, and now he's creating this whole fucking scenario in his head.
Now it's been posted onto YouTube, and YouTube is insane
And
for
they're
accepting
monetizing it,
there.
and they're promoting it, and they're
Yeah.
like showing it to everybody. Like, what the fuck?
But again, we'll be the ones who have to suffer
We.
because they'll be the example of why YouTube gets demonetized and loses advertisers. But it'll be the common person who
We.
makes normal content that'll suffer because we'll also
Normal
lose all the ad
content.
shit,
Very
right?
normal shit here.
It's pretty messed up.
What does
right?
normal mean? What does that fucking
go.
mean? Sick.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Let's continue. Let's see here. Bunch of these. Yep. Troll tip number 1.
Troll tip. Again, so this is it. He's doing the thing. People are probably tipping him about the thing he was just ranting about for an hour and a half. And since he didn't pause to read shit, oh, now I don't want to talk about it. You're just a troll. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Good job, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say that earlier. Why wasn't he just reading out the tips like as they were coming in? Because now he's just gonna spiral back.
2. I
Troll
knew it.
tip number 2.
You always know when you got a bunch of dollar tips coming in randomly during my discussion of something important that it's going to be a bunch of idiots.
Bro.
Troll tip number 3.
Oh my god.
There you go.
I wish we could see these. We used to be able to, but sadly.
And troll tip number 4. There you go. So here's the funny part too.
What?
Because idiotic people
What?
will say something. Oh, I misclicked.
It's no different. I'll read this before he deletes it. It's no different from celeb roasts. People like seeing controversial people get razzed and clap back.
Okay.
He probably
Idiotic
won't
people will
delete
say
that.
something. Like, for example, they'll say this.
What?
Oh, well, you see.
Why is he reading it? Again, he's done with it. I'm done with it. Let me read this, by the way.
You see, Phil, well, didn't you just milk Turkey Tom?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Didn't you just milk? You just did a whole podcast.
You're milking the
on the topic, so
drama.
you milked him for content.
Yes.
I didn't milk him for content.
Yes, you did.
If I didn't do this show, I had plenty of other things to talk about. We got a whole suggestion box. of-
Irrelevant. What if I talked about it? Like, it doesn't fucking matter. You talked about him. Doesn't matter if I could have talked about it. Like, who gives a fuck? You didn't. You talked about him.
positive things from my viewers we've been waiting to respond to for weeks, and I barely get to it, right? I didn't have to do this. In fact,
It's
I kind of feel this
irrelevant.
was a wasted show. By the
So
way,
what the fuck? Hey guys, I know I just streamed. It was a waste of a stream. Thank you for watching.
how many contributions exactly have come in during my show today? We had 1 membership and 4 troll
What?
dollar tips that I
Beg?
likely to charge back, and not, what are you talking about? People don't come to my content
What?
for toxic stuff and then contribute. They don't, because that's not what I'm
What?
about.
He's turning it into a bag somehow.
When I waste
What's
time
his
talking on
default?
shit like this actually hurts the business more than helps.
How?
You understand?
How?
If I just sat here and I'm talking about my content,
He had 700 viewers almost the whole time.
gaming, stuff like that, that's what people like. That's why people come to
No,
this channel.
dude.
They don't come here to watch.
Oh,
They want to know. They
boy.
want to see drama. They go to
I was
one
about
of
to
the restream-
dislike the stream, but I forgot it was raw film.
First, they go to one of my hate watchers who literally misrepresents me every day, and they watch
Oh,
their
you can't
shit.
see the dislikes.
Good. Go over there. Stay the fuck off of my channel. Right? I don't benefit from that. You can't say I milked Turkey Tom. I didn't get anything out of it. I literally got no benefit from this besides now I've gotten my perspective out there.
He has almost
People understand it.
700
They can agree or
viewers.
disagree.
I would say
And
that's getting
it,
something out of it.
right?
Yep.
So there you go. And now I'm done with it, and now I can move on.
I'm
I don't have to talk
done
about
with
it again
it.
because I'm done with this topic. It's a done deal for me, man. So there you go.
There you go.
You know, no, there's the difference is Turkey Tom or one of any of these kind of YouTube drama content creators, right, makes that content and they benefit from it hugely because the person who's the bully always makes out, right? The bully, oh yeah,
Yeah, they make
Although
out,
I don't
dude.
get that. I thought the whole point was that we have this anti-bullying movement and we have all this stuff where society's supposed to be changing. That's
bully
not allowed in schools
hunters?
anymore and shit. But yet on YouTube, it's more rampant than ever. It's like the opposite on the internet. Real life.
Yeah, this is the guy that actually wants internet police. Actually, not a joke, unironically, he wants internet
It's
police.
changing. The internet isn't. The internet's going the other way. You tell me.
If there was fucking internet police, this would be one of the first dudes off. Like, not, you know, including actually illegal shit. Just like toxic people that like, oh, if you say something fucked up, you get banned. This dude would be banned first.
Right?
Speaking of going the
Anyway,
other way,
Um,
I'm gonna head off.
Okay.
I have to go to my real life adult job.
Oh, you got a real life? What are you not a troll?
But-
What are you fucking crazy?
I want to say bye to chat and I hope you have fun watching
Yeah,
this
well-
fucking freakazoid on stream.
Yeah, we'll keep going. Okay, bye, Doodette.
Alright,
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay, well, that's Doodette. See you
Continuing
later,
on.
Doodette. Thanks for being here.
I received a $25 tip from 1 Minute Man. Okay. Here you go. Here's 1 Minute Man's take. He goes, videos about you, you know, bad slanderous videos, get millions of views. You already have peak exposure on YouTube from those videos. Why don't you ask him to record questions and submit them to you? You'll answer them on your channel. Why
What?
give this guy millions more views for nothing? And here's the thing. All right? Because here,
Remember? He just said like 5 seconds ago, he's done with it.
I can tell you 1 Minute Man, I can tell you exactly how the hell he'll respond. Oh, well, no one watches your channel.
This is
That's what he'll
stupid.
say.
This
No,
is
it's not that
stupid.
no one watches. It's that my positive
What?
viewing audience watch. Right?
What?
He has a broad audience of 1 million viewers who are there for toxic negative shit. Because every video he puts out is toxic negative shit.
I'm gonna nitpick this. He started this off by saying this YouTuber creates like a documentary style type content, but now he creates drama type shit. That's great. That's a good way to
Who are
frame
there for
it.
toxic negative shit. Because every video he puts out is toxic negative shit. Do you see?
Turkey
Literally
Tom is
every video
now banned, dude. Come
he puts
on.
out is toxic and negative. So to him, that's the audience. People aren't going to Turkey Tom's channel to find out what good thing happened today. Right? Who would, right? So that's
DSP?
the point.
People
Yes,
go to
I get millions of views of
DSP
exposure on
for
his channel,
that?
but none of it benefits me. He thinks it does. It doesn't. Like, I wish he would react to my documentary and then we could have content back and forth.
This is so
literally,
stupid.
I will get nothing out of it.
This is
At
cringe
all.
as fuck.
Zero.
This is
There's
stupid.
nothing-
He just received 4 troll tips. 4. Who knows? He said they're dollar tips, right? But that's 4 fucking dollars that you would not have otherwise if you didn't fucking talk about this shit. Is this dude really that fucking special? I mean, he is the main character after all. I guess he is special.
To be benefited by me from drama. Nothing. I've seen it time and time again.
Nothing. Zero. Except the $4 that he just got that he wouldn't have gotten. Like, what the fuck?
I've had viral tweets. I had tweets that went viral on
Tweets?
Twitter 2 years
What the fuck? This dude thinks a viral tweet is gonna get him YouTube views?
ago during the Oscars when Will Smith
Oh,
slapped Chris
bro,
Rock.
shut
I had
the
the most
fuck
viral
up.
tweet of the entire Oscars.
Shut up.
Guess how many new viewers it brought to my content?
Yeah, he's short, but...
0. And that was a positive tweet. And people, I got like thousands of new followers on Twitter for
Wow.
it. 0 effect on my business.
Zero
No one
with the
cares.
fucking eyeball like he's fucking Drake.
cares. No one cares about this toxic shit and virality on the internet. Nobody gives a fuck.
That's
They care
so
about the content.
stupid.
So if people are looking for toxic content, they go to Turkey Tom.
That's
they don't go to Turkey Tom,
fucking
watch
the-
a toxic
that's
video about
the
Dark Side Phil
stupidest
and then
thing.
have it spill over to positivity. Maybe 2 people, right? I'll tell you, I got a bunch of negative shit. I got a bunch of negative people leaving me negative comments after that documentary. Nothing positive. You see? That's the difference. So if I were to take his questions, answer them legitimately, and put them on my channel, no one would care. Because no one on my channel cares anyway. People
This
on this
is
channel
so
just want to watch
fucking
gaming
stupid.
content. That's the whole point of the channel.
Just do an interview and have it on your channel. Just make a stipulation if you want to take this opportunity and grab it by the horns and go with it. Say, hey, Turkey Tom, I will do the interview if we do it on my channel. That's it. That's all you have to do. And people will watch it. I would watch it. You guys would probably watch it, or you'd want to see clips about it. You'd want to talk about it. You'd want to laugh at it. That's the point.
It's called DSP Gaming. Right?
DSP Gaming.
It's not DSP Drama. It's not DSP Responds.
Yeah, DSP Gaming, that's why I gotta eat my fucking food on the channel. Yeah, let me go eat some fucking food on my DSP Gaming. The channel is called DSP Gaming, you idiots.
DSP Gaming, right? I have a DSP Ree-Acks
Level 1 podcast? Yeah, DSP Gaming. What is this? Huh? What is this?
channel. No one cares about it there either. You know? I know. I've tried. Yeah, it's stupidity. But that's the thing. These idiots think that somehow this benefits me. It does not benefit me at all.
Turkey Tom is now an idiot,
exposure.
I guess.
It's bad exposure. There's not such things. Not all exposure is good exposure. That's completely false.
For you,
know?
it is.
The only people for whom
maybe.
all exposure is good exposure is people who are absolutely desperate and have nothing positive to bring. So therefore, any attention they get is attention.
Huh?
Isn't that just him? What?
Absolutely desperate and have nothing positive to bring. So therefore, any attention they get is attention that's good for them. You know, people on that show. Notice I'm not on that show.
Well, you were supposed to be if you weren't such a fucking bitch about talking on the phone. Notice how I'm not on that show, by the way. That's great. Come on.
For good reason.
For good reason.
I don't want to be.
Oh boy.
Got it? Good. Okay.
Jesus.
Blue Kid did a super chat. It's no different from celebrity roasts. People like seeing controversial people get razzed and clap back. You're right. Except celebrity roasts
snood.
are done with the permission of the celebrity. You know? Did you know that?
Wait,
These
wait,
roasts, people like seeing controversial people get razzed and clap back. You're right. Except celebrity roasts are done with the permission of the celebrity.
Is he fucking stupid? Yes, but also, is he fucking stupid though? Hold up. What the fuck did he just say to this?
Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. Bloom Kid did a super chat. It's no different from celebrity roasts. People like seeing controversial people get razzed and clap back.
Oh,
you're right.
He's taking it literally. He took celebrity roasts as like a literal celebrity roast event. But also, like, couldn't... he's taking it so literally.
Celebrity roasts are done with the permission of the celebrity. You know? Did you know that? When they set up those...
But that's irrelevant, though. Because if you agreed to an interview, like you did for the side-scrollers, that could be a celebrity roast, right? If you want to think of it in that way. And you agreed to be on. They asked you multiple times if you wanted to leave, and you didn't leave. They asked you if Keemstar could come on, and you said it was fine. Is that not with the permission of you? How the fuck is that a backstab? You agreed to stay on even when they asked you during the show.
Events or
it's
whatever.
irrelevant
They're
information.
set up with the permission of the celebrity. The celebrity says, go roast me and I'll roast you back. It'll be beneficial for everyone. Correct?
What?
It's not someone did a 2-hour, awful roast on someone.
Awful.
And then they're forced to respond because...
This dude is the fucking most annoying motherfucker ever. Has he, I guess, I'm not going to ask this question because he hasn't, but he doesn't listen to like rap music? He doesn't know about rap beef? Genuine beef that like people die or like diss tracks? This guy doesn't know about that shit. He doesn't know it exists. What the fuck? And thank you, Jay Wasau in chat. Yeah, nail bites. Tom didn't roast you, Phil. Thank you, Jay Wasau. He didn't roast you. He just did a factual, quote unquote, in reality documentary. That's all it was, based on information he gathered in his research. That's all it was. He didn't roast you. Sure, there were a few jokes here and there, but it wasn't a roast. He didn't like fucking say all this shit. Anyways. Yeah, rap beef doesn't exist, by the way, guys. People don't just roast each other.
Everyone, correct? It's not someone did a 2-hour, awful roast on someone, and then they're forced to respond because someone already did toxic stuff.
Yeah, you can't have beef, dude almighty.
It's different. I've already said this. I'll say it again.
Exactly,
Literally
JJ.
no one at all on the internet who has ever made a video about me has contacted me first.
That doesn't matter.
I would like your input in my
doesn't
video.
matter.
I would
It's
like to have
irrelevant.
you as part of this event or documentary.
It's irrelevant, and even if it's not, when people contact you, you don't fucking answer. You ghost them. You don't want to talk on the phone. You only want to talk through email. There's all these fucking weird stipulations that apply only with you that don't apply to most people. For example, I'll give an example, recent example. I was on That Being Said twice, okay? And you know how this shit gets set up. You get a message. You contact them and you're like, hey, you want to get on the show? Yes. There you go. That's the setup and that's the execution. It's that fucking simple. But no, with DSP, you need to like, oh, I'm going to message him on Twitter. Oh, wait, he blocked me on Twitter. Okay, I'm going to tweet about how he blocked me on Twitter. Then he needs to unblock me. But only after doing a drama segment where he's talking about me talking about unblocking me. Then he unblocks me. Then I message him. Then he tells me I need to call him. So then I call him. Then he tells me calling him at this time is not good enough because I have to call him at this time. Then I call him at this time. And then he tells me I have to call him at a different... Like, that's the whole fucking situation. So even if it's not irrelevant that they talk to you before making a video, like, trying to contact you is the dumbest shit ever.
To offset the toxic stuff people say about you, so it's a fair and balanced documentary. Instead, they make the content first, then they expect me to react to it so they get more free content.
And it's, if someone makes like an expose, right, on the video game bubble, when retro games were, Carl Jobst, great YouTube channel, when he's making a video talking about the bubble burst in video games, retro gaming, he needs to contact the people before he can make the video? Like, what? Why? He's just making, like, he's looking into it and he's making a documentary style type video. Why the fuck would he have to contact them? And even when they do, they usually don't respond or they give some bullshit answer. He's allowed to release the video if he wants to. What the fuck?
You understand the difference?
No,
That's
I
the
don't.
difference.
I don't, dude. I really don't. Shrug,
So,
shrug.
I
Michael
understand what
Jordan,
you're saying,
shrug. Let's
except
go.
that's not
Michael
an equivalent
Jordan.
situation.
Fuck you.
At all. Oh, by the way, I'm not a big celebrity. I'm not someone who benefits from being razzed or lampooned.
But wouldn't...
At all. I've had 10 plus years of that. Really, I have. I've had over 10 years of toxic behavior thrown my way. I don't benefit from it. At this point, you know, I have a hard time even getting someone to legitimately check out my stuff because all they hear is the toxic shit. And then I'm expected to defend myself after the fact, and I never do. I just say, I don't care, and I move on.
Yeah, he says something stupid, like, I'm gonna slap the shit out of an 11-year-old kid, and then he doesn't care and moves on. And then, like, 2 years later, he'll say that's not what he said, and then he'll pignosis you into thinking, like, something different. Like, something different. I told the parents should just, like, discipline the child. That's what I said. Come on.
Right?
Man. The fuck?
And that's correct. Drew Corporation says, here's the sad part. You put in all...
What? What did he say?
And that's correct. Drew Corporation
Oh, Drew. Okay.
says, here's the sad part. You put in all this work in the last hour to respond, you know. You're right. I intelligently thought I took in everyone's feedback. I intelligently
All this work.
thought out my response. I wanted to make sure it wasn't an inflammatory response, that it was a constructive response. I hope Turkey Tom takes it to heart. I don't know if he will. That's his choice.
He called Turkey Tom an idiot, by the way.
But he says, others are just going to clip and clip and clip and reap the benefits off of this. You're right. 100% correct.
Okay.
100%.
And?
That's what's wrong with YouTube.
What?
That's exactly what's wrong with YouTube. And again, it's only allowed because YouTube hasn't actually enforced or put their foot
This
down.
is so stupid. Again, you guys know this. If you know anything about YouTube, if this dude just clipped that part, cut it out, uploaded it separately onto his own channel, then the clip could be on his channel. Would people watch it there? Probably not, because people don't like him. But if he started doing that earlier, maybe. Who knows?
On this kind of content. This
Like if he started that in 2017 or something.
It's fucked up. It's toxic. Or at the very least, allow it.
Like
there's
he
absolutely-
expects Turkey Tom. How long has this been? He's been streaming like 2.5 hours now. What, you want Turkey Tom? No, 3 hours now. You want Turkey Tom to like watch the 3-hour stream with no fucking timestamps on it, to like pick and choose, and then you talk in circles. So you want him to watch this whole thing? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No reason anyone should be able to benefit from it with a business standpoint. There should be no monetization of that content whatsoever.
Yeah,
no
Nova F.
partnering of a channel that has that content. No ads on that content, right? Because then overnight, that content will go away. Because if you can't monetize it, no one would do it. Because that's all it's about anyway, is money based off of popularity. That's why.
Guys, I got demonetized, kind of, by YouTube. I'm still here. It's not about money, Phil. It's just funny laughing at you, dude. I guess I didn't make a documentary.
They make that content.
But it's just
sells.
funny, dude.
So
That's
the
all it
moment
is.
you make it that drama can't be monetized, it'll go away. It's a simple solution, but why would you think YouTube doesn't do that? Think about it, right? Why do you think they wouldn't do that?
I don't know.
Right?
Money?
Think about it. It's not a tough decision at all to make, or a tough deduction to make. There's benefit there. They're making money off of it too, right? So there you go.
So there you go.
Anyway, why do I think
$25.
I'm the topic of conversations and documentaries? Because I'm an easy target because I've been around for 15 years.
No.
All right. When I
Oh my
started, I
God.
made a lot of big mistakes. I know that now, and I've already fessed up to those mistakes. Those first 5 years, it was like constant comedy of errors because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was just a moron, but again, there was no track record. There was no blueprint to follow to say what's the right way or wrong way to
30
go
years
about doing
old.
this. I was just flubbing it. I didn't
30
have
years old,
friends
by
who
the
were
way.
into the industry. I didn't have anyone who do video editing. I didn't know anyone who was into this stuff at all. I had a partner network with Machinima who never helped me. They literally barely talked to me.
They never help. Oh my God. If you guys have been watching, you know. You guys know. Machinima never helped him, apparently.
Who was into this stuff at all.
Fallout 4?
I had a partner network with Machinima who
E3?
never helped me. They literally barely talked to me. I was left alone to do whatever I wanted to my own devices. So, you know, those first 5 years, tons of mistakes. And then the next 10 years of ridicule based off of this is how you don't play. And again, viral memes of negativity.
Evil AJ, shout out.
YouTube. If you look at my situation compared to the others, like I said, the people that are on that lolcow show, they're completely different. I'm nothing like those two.
What?
But it's hilarious because people still draw art to try to make me look like those two. They'll
What?
actually literally draw me like a giant globulous guy, like I weigh like 3.
What? He means literally he's nothing like them. Literally, like as in physically. Like he's not 400 guys, I'm only 300 pounds. I'm not 400 pounds, okay? That's his argument. Wow, what a great fucking grade school, like 12-year-old argument. You're fat. Yeah, you're fat. Yeah.
100 pounds, and I look like them, and I look nothing like them, I act nothing like them. The content I make is nothing like theirs. We're completely different situations in life.
No,
in
you're
everything.
not. You're not.
But they want to try to group me in because I've been the whipping boy of the internet for 15 years.
Because
So
I'm
there's
him.
the easy target. There's the easy one. There's the me.
I'm
right?
him.
That everyone can recognize. So just take the shot. That's everyone wants to take a shot at the easy one, right?
Michael Jordan.
There you go.
Shrug.
It's that simple.
Yeah, so these lol cows, they don't understand. People like DSP. I'll just say DSP, whatever. I won't shoot strays. DSP doesn't understand that people fucking don't like you because of you. You are the reason. You are toxic. You drive people away. It's not because you're some innocent victim and people just said, hey, let's laugh at this guy. Evil AJ didn't say, hey guys, look, I'm making a This Is How You Don't Play. And then everyone just decided they hated you all of a sudden. That's not how this shit works.
It's not rocket science here. This is pretty simple stuff.
Yeah, it's not rocket science, dude. What the fuck? I don't get why an easy target would get a 1 mil views documentary. You're about to be banned, buddy. You're on thin ice.
Anyway, so again, we've now gone long. I knew this would be a long podcast, but I'm glad that we've got it out of the way. Because much like with the Side Scrollers podcast and all that shit, this is my last discussion on the subject. I don't care if Turkey Time responds. I don't care if anyone else responds. I don't care what they say on their dumb fucking shows.
Oh my
I don't give a
God.
shit. I'm out of it now, completely 100%. I am moving on positive.
Yeah,
with
just
my own
wait till he
stuff.
talks about
I
it
have nothing
tomorrow,
to do with their
guys.
shit. I'm done. I moved past it already. We're good to go. Full speed ahead
Full
with
speed
all of
ahead.
the stuff that we want to do that I've already got a busy schedule of. We don't need to waste time on this shit anymore.
Oh
Understand?
my
It's
goodness.
done. It's in
Sure,
the past.
buddy. Yeah,
I've
Nexus.
addressed it, right?
Take a sip.
All right, so that's that. Normally we'd have Q&A. We'd have all this stuff. We don't have time for it now. The
What?
podcast went too long. But at least it's done, right? And now we can move on.
So this was a fucking entire ass podcast. Almost two. Holy shit, this shit. Yo, this was like 2 hours long. Are you kidding me? Oh wait, no, this is like live, right? Okay, so mine is 40. It's still over an hour of just this.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to adjourn, and I'm going to switch over to my React channel. I hope that you all will stay with me
Oh
and
my
enjoy and support the React
Lord.
show over there on DSP Ree-Acks.
Yeah, we'll check out a bit of the
This
Ree-Acks,
is going to be a good
guys.
time. And I hope that you guys will join me. There's actually some pertinent, interesting stuff on Thanksgiving and Black Friday and other stuff this week. So it should
Did
be
I
a good,
ask?
a good
You think
week
I
for
care
React
about
stuff.
this shit?
So thank you for the show. Thanks for listening. Sorry that the entire show was basically derailed by this, but at least now it's out of the
avoiding
way. I've said my piece on it.
Yeah,
I
Palm
certainly
Primus,
hope
that's the dream.
that people will,
It's not a
now move on
podcast.
from it.
It's the therapy
so if you
session.
try to get me back into it. You're barking up the wrong tree. I'm not dealing with that shit anymore.
Okay, dude. Yeah, I believe you.
Let's go and react. By the
I
way,
can't wait.
please come back tonight if you want to see Starfield Endgame. If not,
No,
tomorrow we are back to
who
regularly
the
scheduled
fuck-
full-time
who
gaming
wants
with
to
the
see
games that are
that?
New. So there you have it. Thank you all. Thanks for watching the Level 1 podcast, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another full and fun day of good stuff. Peace
Wow.
out.
Thank you. Peace out.
I was being in a situation where it would have
Okay,
been
unrecorded. I love the unrecorded. Let's see what he says.
if I did do an interview again. So
Wait, what?
I feel like I think I made the right decision this time, honestly.
Okay.
I really do. I feel like I was being
So now he made the decision. It's not just the feedback that told him to go one way. He made the decision now.
in a situation where it would have been a lose-lose if I did do an interview again.
Remember,
So
there were
I think
3
that this is the
schools
right
of thought.
choice.
Now,
I hope that you guys respect my
nope,
decision.
he's
If you
right.
disagree with me, you have the right to, but you have to understand that I have to try again. I'm trying to do what's best for everyone. It's not just about me anymore, correct?
up.
It's about everyone here.
Yeah, he's
And with
the
that
angel.
feedback I got overnight. Literally, people saying to me, dude, do you not
Dude.
understand this is another March where you can literally have the same situation happen a second time if you're not smart about this, you can't do this. All right, you know, I'll take that to heart, right? I'll take that to heart. I think, you know, if
The
anything,
voices in his head
at
were
least tell
telling
me
him
that this is evidence that I'm learning and growing, right? I didn't make the same mistake twice in a row, correct? Correct. I hope that's how you feel. So anyway,
oh boy.
thank you for listening.
Hey, Snort Hogan, you got a great fucking
I'm
video.
gonna adjourn, and what I'm gonna do is you're gonna see a link on your screens. If you're here live, that'll say, hey, head over to DSP Ree-Acks. I'll get that stream going. I do have to pee and take a quick break.
All right.
And then we're gonna jump into the Ree-Ack show. Very
Can
much.
I ask?
Let's.
Okay, so he's peeing. Let's.
Oh,
Hey,
King
if
Be
you-
Cruel is
what?
upset because I didn't see this. He repopped his membership. It just appeared on screen, and he said,
What?
well, Phil, through it all, you'll persevere. Thank you. That's a
He's upset. All he said was, "Don't ignore me, sad face." That makes you upset,
nice
apparently.
message. Sorry, because it just appeared on my screen now. It was delayed. Thank you, and all right, I'll see you guys over on DSP Ree-Acks.
Hey, dude. So let's check out a bit of this Ree-Acks, this hot fucking React segment. If he's over it. He's not going to talk about it
As many
anymore.
members anymore. We have.
He's begging. He starts by begging.
App opened. Potent. Could have been it. Start.
When does he start talking? Jesus.
All right.
Here we go. Here we go, guys.
No, it was like, I don't know why, because I don't recall eating anything like super spicy or anything.
What?
So I'm thinking maybe that's what it was. Potent. And the playlist going, and then we can begin. Okay. In the meantime, as I get that started, guys, if remember how this show works? DSP versus the Internet is a weekly show where I watch clips submitted by the channel members.
I will not be watching all of this, by the way. I learned my lesson last time.
Channel supporters, and then we're going to move into the standard level clips, which are in a randomized playlist.
Neil.
All right.
What the fuck? What's going on?
Admittedly, we don't have as many members anymore. We have under 100. So because of that, there were way less submissions. Remember, for a while, there for months, we had more and more submissions. There's less submissions, so chances are we're going to get to a lot of the clips today. Okay? Which is fine. I'm not complaining at all. But
you got to pay up, guys.
The more the merrier, right? The more clips. All right, clips for next
shut
week's
up.
show.
Bag, joke, laugh, bag. Steven
Seagal. You're going to get a shout out
Seagal.
in between when I'm splitting the parts, okay?
Okay, don't care. That's boring.
In addition, this week,
stand-up comedy,
on this
like,
channel.
did
We're
I
going to do a
ask?
tier maker.
The first super boss. This particular enemy
not even
has a
watching the
5% chance of
screen,
spawning
okay.
as a random enemy in the flying fortress.
Final
And it was
Fantasy
extremely
1. Thank you,
powerful,
Phil. What's
especially
this?
if you were Fantasy 10 released in Japan.
It's the same video.
Gear grid using your Jimbo, but
It's
even
Final
still,
Fantasy.
it's not that easy, and it just
E.T.
Oh, here we go.
Is it with Angry Nerd?
It's probably emulated, right? This game, just to forewarn all of you, has some of the most annoying sound
Just
effects
to
ever in a video game.
forewarn
Honestly,
you?
I mean, for an Atari game, I don't think it's that bad. I think the problem is the sound effects are so jarring.
Alright, I didn't ask, bro. I don't care.
Around the corner. Okay, very funny. I mean, like Harvard, Cambridge, you know, the top ones. Why? You're not getting in? How would you know? Have you looked in the mirror lately? I look fine. Oh, sorry, lad. They don't teach courses in failure.
He loves this video.
What career are you thinking of? I'm
In
gonna be
China,
an
they
actress.
say?
Sending application to Starbucks. No, bro, I'm serious.
That's great. Sending application to Starbucks.
Restaurant recommendation.
Okay, we're live. This is trash. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna watch this. Is anyone else streaming? Thank you guys for being here. Holy fuck. Sorry for the abrupt start. King Jad is still live. Hey, if you want to see King Jad's fucking
things he's saying right now.
Oh, he's angry. Okay. King Jad, don't leave, guys. There won't be an outro. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. I'm just gonna redirect you to King Jad if you want to see his take on this. How the fuck do I do that? Here we go. I'm going to redirect you, so please stay here. Please. Talk about King Jad. There he is. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you, Kevin, Palm Primus, Gene Zeus, Mass Corrupted, Nibbity. I like that name. The 21st Sergeant, Dune Messiah. Hey, guys. Thank you, dude. Hey, remember.
I'm him. I've been him. I will continue to be him.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, King Jad coming up. Here you go. See you later, dudes. See you later. YouTube, hello. Okay, see you guys.